Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Got Revenant first again. Trying to be special there. And this is She0813. Welcome. Apparently, we just got to the 3D Maze screensaver. Anyway, how's everyone doing tonight? We are back retro streaming yet again. The P3 is on deck once again, as it has been recently. I'll go on a tangent there, but it's still one of my favorite machines that I have. It's still that P3. It just has so much history in it. And we've streamed with it for years now. I mean, it's one of my first machine I built on the channel. So anyway, hope everyone had a great retro week or retro whatever you guys have been doing. Evening Sick on Blues, welcome. If you follow me on Blue Sky, you just saw that I picked up a Mac clone computer. That might be the topic for next week's stream. We'll see. A Umax Super Mac. This is from the era when Apple was kind of letting other third parties create their own computers based on the Apple platform. And they didn't do that very long, so there weren't that many clone computers made. But some of them are, from what I understand, pretty decent machines. So, but we'll see more of that later as I probably stream it eventually. So, but that said, I often like coming up on a stream, I like look around behind me, whatever. It's like, what game haven't I played, or what game do I want to play, or just random. That's the whole point with the random retro. I just pick a thing at random. And Anachronox, however you want to pronounce that game's name, has been on my to-play list for a very, very long time. I played a demo for it. It came out back in the day. I think it was on a cover disc or maybe a PC Gamer or something like that. And enjoyed it for what it was. It's like an RPG, turn-based RPG exploration, everything you expect from a standard RPG, but in the Quake 2 engine. I remember looking like the story was intriguing from what little I played, but there was no denying that when it came out, which was like 2000 or 2001, it was pretty outdated graphically. They did some changes to the engine, as we'll see, to allow like facial animation, stuff like that. So they went for cinematic edge, but it's still the Quake 2 engine. And remember, by 2000, that's not exactly the hottest thing on the block anymore. So modified, of course, but Far Cry even from Half-Life, which had come out before this game. But we'll take a look at it when we get into the game. I do have the box for this, actually. Believe it or not. It's one of those, like, I was not... What happens a lot of time, as you guys probably know, if you follow me here now, is that I will randomly grab big box games. Not because I'm particularly hunting for a specific one, but I will peruse and I see like, oh, I was wanting that one. This one's listed for a decent price. And I'll just, bid on it or buy it now, whatever. And then that's what I do. Once in a while, just games start appearing, including another one that's hiding in the sidelines here. We'll look at it in a second, but it's kind of poking out there. This is for Anachronox, of course, the box itself. I don't know if it's complete or not. Not that it matters a ton to me, but it does have this nice, like, fold out. Information on the characters. See if the autofocus can do what it's supposed to do. Come on, autofocus, you can do it. Sort of. I'm going to have to take assuming direct control here. Focus. There, sharp enough. But yeah, I love these box designs that have the fold out, whatever, so you can get information. Because think back to, like, you're looking at a shelf, right, and in the store, and you're trying to decide if you're going to buy this game or not. The more information you can have on the box will be what seals the deal, as it were. This box is not in fantastic condition, as you can see here, the flap here, but it's in good enough condition. Again, finding boxes for this one, I don't think this one sold very well. I'm not sure if it can be called a cult classic or not, but it did not sell nearly enough to pick up the tab for it. It was pretty expensive to make, if I recall right. And this is, of course, from Ion Storm. Yes, that one. This is around the same era as then Deus Ex and Daikatan and all that goodness. So Tom Hall, I believe, is the lead developer for this one from id fame there, I believe. But there's not a ton in here. I do have the CD jewel case, 2 CDs in there. Ad for Startopia, which we have played before. I do have that. Love that game. In the box. I don't do that this often anymore because I don't always have the big box for the games we play. But in this case, I do, so we can take a look quick at what's in here. These are always fun. They're like a catalog, the game catalog for the publisher, right? No, there's Deus Ex right there. I forgot always that game is on PlayStation 2 as well. It'll be fun to look at some of those, like, very PC-centric games for me on ports. We've done some of that, but we need to do that again. play Deus Ex on the PS2, for example. Project Eden just has a lot of different game from Eidos. Let's see, anything else in here that's really famous? Yeah, random things that I'm not sure. Hurdy Gurdy and Mad Dash Racing. Some of those are like vaguely familiar, but you see those are PlayStation titles as well, not always PC. Of course, the main thing with Eidos was Tomb Raider, which of course I can't feel like it was kind of like old hat at this point. I suppose the movie was coming out or whatever. So, well, this is always neat to see. This is an Alienware poster. Oh yeah, upside down. Hey, Mike Boy, welcome. This is the good stuff. Evolve. Alienware. What's right side up? Powered by DDR memory. $100 rebate. Sweet. Look at those glorious cases there. All the colors, man. Alienware was the one to have. And this is very tangential, but this is the box I managed to grab here now recently, which is funny. And a lot of people hold this game very dearly. This is not related to the game tonight at all, obviously, but finding the box for Star Control 2 is pretty rare. They go for quite a penny. This one does not have the game, so there's that. It has everything else, so I'll just have to throw in a couple of backup copies here of the game on floppy just to compensate, but one of those, again, same thing. I grab a box that I just happen to see for a good price. I don't really hesitate when I do see that. There's some mental barriers on how much I'm willing to pay, and if it's not exceeding that, then I don't have a huge problem with this. So, anyway, let's get back to the computer in question. So, yeah, we're on the P3 again, as per is tradition. Yeah. Oh yeah, Falcon Northwest PC. So I used to read the US PC Gamer because we had a Swedish PC Gamer, which of course didn't advertise the American products, but I did read occasionally the American PC Gamer, or the regular PC Gamer. Get those thick ones back in the 90s, and they would have Falcon Northwest in there, and it looked so cool. I would just get, whatever random boutique, not boutique, but just whatever computer store in Sweden's computer at the time. So that was always very lust-worthy. At least here we have a computer now that would have been fantastic in the year 2000. So yeah, we have our P3 again with the 1 gigahertz, as you can see. And the Voodoo 5 is on deck again. This has been a workhorse computer, and we have streamed countless of hours on this machine. The funny part of this game is looking at the recommendations. So this came out in 2000, I believe. Copyright 2001. So, and the minimum requirements is a P2 266 or equivalent. Although they recommend an Athlon or P3 processor. So 3D acceleration is required. 12 megabyte 3D accelerator card with full OpenGL support. Video card with OpenGL drivers required. It may be necessary to update your hardware drivers before playing. I did just realize that this is the base version of the game, so if we run into problems, we may have to patch it, but I think it had some bugs when it launched, so we'll see what happens. This is the original launch experience of this game. Point being is that the specs, like the minimum requirements, pretty low for 2001, but again, it's based on the Quake 2 engine, or it's powered by Quake 2 engine. It does support EAX, so I did have it enabled in this game, so we'll see how that performs. But we'll give it a try, why not? And it's weird because it's like you didn't expect an RPG like this kind of game to be in the late 90s, early 2000s or whatever on PC. It was not the platform for that. Final Fantasy was huge on a PlayStation. All the consoles had really big RPGs, but PC was certainly at least not. Got some good flickering going on there. Second. Flickering be gone. You're epic here. Game audio is really low. I'm kind of cranking the slider here, and I'm a little worried it's going to just explode in volume here now, but we'll add Deus Ex vibes here with the logo. Check the options here. See, it does actually not let you set the resolution. They only have like low res or high res. So this is high res, which I believe is 1280 by 960. Whatever. I mean, it works, I guess. It's just odd because usually with these like OpenGL or Quake 2 games, you can set it, and you might be able to do it through command line or switches or something. But let's see. My screen image on my monitor is not correct. Cutting off is weird. My monitor, the new monitor I'm using here that can support the old resolutions and stuff, does not seem to like this particular one. Fortunately, it lets you control and adjust everything on the monitor, which is kind of weird with the analog signal. Of course, you can't see what I'm doing now, but you can actually adjust, like, pretty much everything on it, so that's good enough. Just what I see, so it doesn't really matter as long as you guys can see the whole screen, so. Yeah, E1917. Yeah, some of those Dells are amazing. But yeah, if you follow me on Blue Sky, so I probably saw, I found a ViewSonic series of monitors that are VGA that support 15 kilohertz natively, which is a huge boon for me. I swapped out my streaming computer monitor here now with one of those ViewSonics. Having it support stuff directly without converters is just really freaking nice. Some reason of all the ones I've done so far, it does not like this resolution. It's fine, but it's just a little weird how it displays. But anyway, we have just some like video options, a high res, full screen. That's it. EAX is on. We'll see how that pans out. That might be why the volume is so low. I know that when you go to EAX, sometimes it like tries to change the dynamic range too much or whatever. So we'll see how that works out. Get cool sound effects. Yeah, let's see, universe. Oh, that's right. So we're starting a new universe. We have real easy. And I am conflicted on if we should do normal or not, because I'm a chump when it comes to games like this, so maybe we'll do normal. Save game possible only at time minders. You can save anytime you want. I might do really easy because, yeah, I won't die. We're gonna have fun. We'll be lame. I don't really care, honestly. I just like progressing in games. I play most games nowadays on, like, story mode or the equivalent even, so I keep an eye on the volume here. I mean, I think the game feels, like, wildly ambitious. I keep saying Quake 2 engine, but I mean, think about what the Quake 2 engine had powered by then. Not a whole heck of a lot of, like, you know, advanced games. Quake 2 comes to mind, obviously, but, like, what they're trying to do in this one is insanely ambitious and not what you expect on a PC. I was reading up some. I think Tom Hall did an interview, like, 10 plus years ago about this game and realized, like, how they... you know, they went way too much, like, overboard or shot for the moon too much. Like, they should not have gone this far in trying to make this game. Like, they went all out. And to my understanding, if you do a full playthrough in this game, this is a 50 to 70 hour game. A full-size RPG, you know. And, excuse me, I don't think... I'm trying to think now, from this era on PC, we didn't have that many of the kind of Asian-inspired, Western-mixed RPGs like this on PC at all. Like this was the console's forte, right? Septerra Core comes to mind, but it's a 2D isometric kind of thing. Like a full 3D game like this is much an outlier, and I feel like this game was not... probably did not do so well in the box office or sales and everything, but again, wildly ambitious, but it doesn't always mean that commercial is successful, right? That's the problem. Look at those sharp textures. I wonder if we can enable the texture filtering within the Voodoo 5. Well, I'm not sure we need any more smeared textures. Look at that texture filtering. It's weird. It's something with the Quake too. It just always feels like it's really washed out. The color palette's being used at the time, I guess. But yeah, this is still running at 1280 by 960, so resolution for the time. Maybe not by 2001, but just love it. Truly just unique for what it is. Yes. Around a window. Yeah, for those that aren't, yeah, it's very much so. Kalkatarn. Oh, hey. Reaction shot. So if I didn't come...
The money, Boots. Or next time, I mix and match.
Hit me.
Hasn't there been enough of that?
Have a heart.
Just subtitles. It always helps for me when there's quiet
One
audio,
of Detta's kids?
dialogue and stuff.
Anyone else throwing me out of windows lately?
Come clean with the debt, Sly. Detta's no slouch.
He's Sly,
He'll collect one
down
way
on
or
his
the
luck
other.
detective.
Hey, money's tight. As soon as it rains, I'll pour some.
I'd suggest a job if I thought you'd take it.
Try me.
The key to my cellar's missing.
Oh, yeah? Where's the job part come in?
When you
I
find
feel
it,
like,
I
we're going to
pay you.
use
Man, I need a real
camera
base.
movement of
Like a
dynamic
chow
effect, and it is a
worthy of my
little over the
deductive
top.
and
Like, there's
pugilistic skills.
But I've got a bouncer.
Cute.
You want some real advice?
cameras really moving a lot.
Find a job. It's amazing how many of your problems it'll solve.
You think? Fatima!
It's like we have the technology because it's, 3D space to move the camera anywhere we want, so we're gonna move it all over the place. Look at that texture quality. It's amazing. I'm not sure if this game has gotten a remaster or re-release or anything. I don't think so, but this needs a night dive treatment. Or who knows, they probably already did it. Even like they remastered everything anymore. Really?
What?
Anything on SenderNet?
Nothing you're sober enough for.
I'm just waiting for business to pick up. What's with the attitude?
For one, I'm sick of being dead.
And second, I'm tired of watching you drink your life away. When did you become such a bum?
I'm not a bum.
Prove it.
Bums don't have offices.
An office isn't a storage room in a cheap bar, Boots.
Hey.
Man, we're laying the groundwork here for the story, but I gotta see if there's subtitles. That would help a lot, I think.
I'm a detective. It's what I do.
Then go out and do it. I'm always here if you ever get off your butt and make useful.
It's RPG, it's just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. Well, this is an in-game cutscene. That's pretty cool, though. I think we're getting control. Look at that. Yeah, we got a cursor there. Is there a... Let's see. Options. Oh. Subtitles and voiceovers. There we go. Let's see. We got WASD. Okay, so in this case here, there's not fully voiced audio, so I guess it makes sense. That are setting people to the tunnels behind the tenements to excavate Mistech. Problem is everybody's coming out of there minus their limb. I don't want to fight cave monsters, and I certainly don't want to work for Data, but a man's got to eat, right? Ooh, that is a tall person. Hey, Sly, I heard falls early this year. Ha 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 ha. Aha. He fell out of the window, see? Fell out. He just got thrown out. Union Revenant? Yeah, I think so. This is basically the idea is that I think that the thing was just sort of like AI assistant kind of thing or whatever. Yeah, that's the cursor. Man, oh man, Sly, I gambled away all my money at the Casinox again. All I've got left is this slag of mistech I found. What do you think? Should I sell this junk or what? It's just a glorified paperweight. Sell it. Hold on to it, man. It could be worth something one day. Hold on to it. Yeah, what am I thinking? Thanks for the advice, man. I got a feeling this mistech will be important later. OSHA would have a field day here, I gotta say. This is not very good. I have to say, there was no option to do that. Okay, that's a thing. Oh, it's a save. Alright. Oh,
Where do you think you're going, bucko?
apparently not there.
You're not staggering anywhere until you find a decent job lead, grab some money, and get a camera from your office. Oh, and pet that time minder behind you for good luck while you're at it.
Nice, you have in-universe.
Sheesh, you are like a little kid sometimes.
Yeah, I think so. It's just wild. I mean, I think that it has, like, you know, humor, a full story. I mean, on the surface, it might look like sort of an action adventure, but it is an RPG through and through, from what I understand. Need to get up to our office and get the money. It has mouse control and WSAD. Pretty small world area here now, so... The mouse click interacts on everything. It's weird that they would make a game like this in a 3D engine that's used for, I mean, for, camera, we'll take that. I'm an old camera, taking a doozy with this one. Photo number, space, take photo, zoom. F11 to use the camera, okay? Will probably come in handy. Hey, my old broadband scanner for when I lived in Cortica. Let's see, nothing interesting on a Noxguard band. A Noxguard patrol on the landing platform will go issued the wrong size helmet. Riveting. Police scanner, I'm guessing. This guy here. PAL 18's been out of commission all year. Size B batteries are scarce around the bricks. Otherwise, I would have juiced them up as soon as I could. Poor little guy. We had some good times. I will see if we can find some batteries for that guy then. Door here. Lost the key to the back room long ago, but I bet I can pick the lock. Control and click on it. Pick lock. Ooh. Oh god. Lock picking minigame. Guess the code for each tumbler by clicking up and down arrows above each digit or by using the up and down arrow key. Then click on the tumbler to press space to try that number. Solve the entire lock in time to succeed. Hint. A meter on the handle of the lockpick will help you show how close you are. Welcome. This will be stressful on maybe 6 or 4, I guess. There we go. Yep, we're back at it. All right, so that's probably his special skill. It's the lockpick stuff. Ooh, stuff in here. Let's see. Monies. Hey, all that money that fell in my pockets when... yeah. Pick up. Found some dough. I'm trying to think of other, like, RPGs or game like this that are full 3D around this era, because it was definitely... I mean, yeah, you have all your Final Fantasies and those kind of Asian RPGs, or JRPGs, whatever you want to call them, but they often used a fixed, you know, pre-rendered background and everything, so this is video games. My old Ape arcade machine, I had to sell all the cartridges. I suck. You do, I want to play that. Can't play it. That laying down there, though. Oh, I guess not. Bit of chest here. Seems interesting. We're gonna pick the lock on this one too. Oh boy, this is all 5. But yeah, I don't think I can do this as 10 seconds. Yeah. This is for coming back later. Now, is it the same number every time? So, I am curious. If it's the same number every time, probably not. Right? I'll try again on 4 next time and see if it is. Because if it is, then... This might take a while, but it might be good stuff in there. Let's try again. I'm just curious. I kind of doubt it. Gotta be random, right? Nope, it's the same one every time. So, okay. 4... or 7. No, it was random. Oh well. I figure it was too good to be true there, but I always just kind of brute force it, but we're gonna do it. Come back later with a better lockpick, I guess. But the thing you lose here with this is that which items are things you can interact with, like compared to like a pre-rendered game or something. Often, you know, play Final Fantasy 7 or 8 or something, you see very obviously the items that are interactable because, well, fall down there. Where I was before. I can't walk off the edge. Oh well. Can't jump either. Because they were very obviously, like, you can tell which 3D objects were superimposed on top of the 3D render, or the pre-render backdrop, right? You got a job for me? Hey, Boots. Glass in your hair. I know, it's all the rage on Cortica. Fine. Nox guards raided the compound of the top 3 crime lords in the brick last night. Guess Deada's got the house to himself now. Like, Deada's gonna come into play here. Let's see here then. Nothing. Some gambling. Oh, you can. Holy cow. I see. Okay. I need to take over. Dang it. He's gonna... Already picked that one. Now can you deselect? I get it now. Because now I move, he's gonna take that over here now. Yep. I'm gonna lose. Maybe. Lose. Can do that one. Definitely some strategy involved here. Too bad I'm stink at these kind of things. We'll go back here. What are you gonna do? Thought so. Playing it safe here now. Playing it real safe. Alright, well, we can do this. We can protect that one. Alright, fair enough. Oh, you gotta move that after you picked it. He's gonna keep doing that. Take that one. I think I can win now, because he's gonna... The CPU is a little too good. He's gonna keep doing the same maneuver. Yeah, it's a draw. Alright. Well, I got that. Union foil. Welcome. Drink here. Can I take that? I got a camera now. Ooh, got some... Hey, Booter. Caught your swan dive early. Pretty sweet, dude. You like that? I've been practicing all week. Hey, you still looking for work? My friend Dynamo has been exploring the tunnels for some guy. Maybe they need an extra hand. Oh, you're thinking of Anachronox, not Anachronox or whatever. Anachronox will be a submarine game. Yeah, this is like a full length, 50 plus hours RPG, like a deep RPG. So a little further from that. You slum in a Frank's Flophouse if you're interested. Thanks, babe. You're a peach. All for you, booter. Save. Can I go where now? See, I got a lead. Okay. It's got to load a new area and everything, but again, it seems I keep coming back to it. It seems so like weird and bizarre to be playing a game. Whoa, a game like this on. Okay, hi, you there, Yaga. You're friends with Rowdy. Why doesn't he discriminate against floaters? I only want something to drink and an interesting conversation. We Awa are an intelligent, well-spoken race. My cousin Conrad is the master informant of the bricks. You should look him up. He likes to hang out at the fountain overlook. In exchange, maybe you can talk to Rowdy about letting me drink in the bar. Okay. Okay, so there's some background information. A long-dead alien city planet floating inside the shell of a Sender 1. Anachronox was theorized to once have been home to millions of quarantined aliens who slowly died of some sort of horrible plague. Leaving the city to fall to ruins, to be taken over by the refuse of the galaxy as the center of their nefarious dealings. Anachronox means poison from the past, or poison remains from previous time. Anachronism plus noxious. We got, some information. General tours. The bricks, a nickname for South Anachronox due to the appearance of the architecture being a pile of tumba bricks. Canadian dollar. Due to a freak of galactic commerce, this has become the standard unit of currency for the galaxy. Some areas still use non-digital money. The $1 coin is called a loonie, because it has a loon on the back. Okay. Democritus. Planet overly fair inhabitants who vote on the smallest decision if they think they might want to go to the ball. Oh, okay. Hephaestus, there's a lava planet. Neat. It feels like, with Sender 1, it's like a bit of the Marvel Celestial, right? They live in the hollowed-out skull of a dead Celestial in nowhere or whatever. Oh, we're getting some combat. Oh! Hello.
You're gonna hit me, aren't you?
Yep. We got full tactical, traditional turn-based RPG here. Ow! He just... he just sucker punched me. And that was it. Okay. I got a feeling you're supposed to lose that. I didn't get a chance to react.
Was it something I said?
Yeah, to my sister.
Oh, my gun.
You know, there's a special introductory offer at the Temple of Beating up the street.
Confused.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt to brush up on those self-defense skills, don't you think?
Is there a combat tutorial coming up? I imagine it's a combat tutorial. Fine, we'll see if we can do... you're such a lucky dog sometimes, Boots. Looks like someone dropped a Heal Grease Plus over there behind me. So that's a healing potion, basically. You know, drill. Press F5 to go to the party status screen. Click on the icon of your face. Then click on the Heal Grease Plus. This should bind up your wounds in no time. Found Heal Grease Plus. Okay, she said the Heal Grease Plus. What's the... inventory? There we go. Alright, I think that used it. So what's the stat? Okay, he's triggered automatically. Look at this cool open world. You mean Doppler? Almost. Look, it's the cool different gravity here, upside down and everything. What an odd game, really. Right, it's hard to sell this kind of experience, I think, because it doesn't look like it on the surface, right? It's like most RPGs and everything. Again, they're on console, and that's where people were going for it.
I hate this place.
Fine. A poor creep fell 40 feet to his death. That grab path up there must have malfunctioned. Makes you wonder if you'll be ready when your number is up. Will you have lived the life you wanted to live? Deep, man. You look lost. What are you trying to find? Where's Whackmaster Jack's Temple of Beating? Whackmaster Jack is pretty close. Just head up this ramp, follow the corridor, and hang a right. I feel like the Quake 2 engine, again, was just like... I'm trying to think of like Half-Life based on Quake 1, right? But extremely modified, isn't it? And for very few games like this, that there's Fountain... Training, boxing, fighting. That's probably also... Ooh, a save thing. Yeah, Whackmaster Jack's Temple of Beating. All right. It's such an odd choice for doing this, right? Trying to think of like what made them decide that we're going to use a game engine that's primarily used for first-person shooters in a like standard style RPG. We're going to learn some combat skills here, perhaps. That guy is built. Fortunate it is not that such a place as this exists. I have nothing to fear in the dark of a night, for I have beefy whacking at my disposal. Fair enough. Yeah, it's true. To hit or not to hit? Hit. Now you're talking. Hell. Villain! Oh, it's a robo-target. Okay. Yeah, it's very true. The light or something else? I can't access data links, but I paid big bucks to modify PAL 18 to hotwire these suckers, so... We found a battery for our PAL. EAL. Yeah, this is the thing, too. That's what I wonder. Is like, it feels... I mean, again, really cool and very different, but I see the limitations or the restrictions that the engine's placing on it, for sure. She says she likes men with broad shoulders. Every guy she's gone out with the size of a zong ball player, but she complains they're dumb as dice. Well, I'm going to be both. Brains and brawn. All in one. I need some help on the brawn. Fair enough. Guy beat me up earlier, right? Come on, Heenan, take a swing. Those robo-targets are making a joke out of you. Judging by the choice condition of that shiner, I suspect you're here to learn the fine arts of the scuffle, the beat, the whack. No, then, I don't take loafers, and I don't take thieves. I take students, and I expect respect. Give me any lip, and I'll fatten it. Before we begin, however, there's a small amount of a training fee. Knowledge isn't cheap, but for a mere 5 loonies, we can begin our first lesson. Sounds great. Here's your cash. Very good. Let's begin with a crash course on simple combat. The streets of Anachronox hide all manner of threats, and you do well to learn some basics. Come, step into the ring. If you're going to learn the way of the whack, you better cut Jack wise and beef up on the fundamentals. Yeah, it really does. Some of this will seem simple, basic even, but unless you got a firm grasp with a firm grasp, you're going to be coughing up teeth instead of wisecracks next time you're in a scuffle. Got it? Let's learn the basic abilities and concepts that can make even an infirm bag of loose change like yourself into a bastion of beathood. First of the basic abilities is might. It indicates how physically powerful you are in a fight. Something about that spare tire around your girdle tells me this ain't going to be your forte. Might is an important attribute for both your beefiness and beat skill. Second of these basic abilities is agility. Your agility is what makes you fast, graceful, and likely to avoid a licking. A true master of agility can dodge all but the most skilled attacks. Hell, someday you might even learn to dodge that robot target behind me. Right now, though, it's just not seeing it, Tiger. Agility is an important attribute for your speed, beat, block skills. The third and last of these basic skills is wisdom. This one doesn't seem your forte either, but let's hope for your sake there's still a brain cell or two rattling around in there. Hold on a sec, Chief. I came here to learn how to fight. Before we've done this, explain really obvious concepts while giving me the verbal smackdown. You're going to teach me something useful or what? If you don't learn something, take your medicine and bridle your tongue. If you get frazzled this easily, you're going to get sandbagged by the first scrapper you lock horns with. You want to slice up an enemy on the quick and make fast tactical decisions in the thick of the thick, drop your pride and use your brain. Your brain, squab. Wisdom boils down to intelligence, and though you can't drub an opponent with brain alone, a spoonful of wisdom can make little might go a long way. Wisdom is an important attribute for your beat block skill. These three main attributes, might, agility, and wisdom, are what determine how good you are at all of your various skills. Until you really understand these obvious ideas, you're hopeless. Get me? Pay attention. The main skill used in battle are beefiness, beat speed, and beat block. Your beefiness is your ability to deal large amounts of raw damage. Your beat is how good you're at hitting someone. Oh my. Your speed is how fast you can attack. And your beat block allows you to avoid getting hit by your opponents. With me, squab, self-improvement that separates us from the animal, so does a high-caliber beat pistol, which is noticeably absent from your person. Yeah, well about that, see, save it. That happens when your clientele are mostly deadbeats. I'll let you have this old Viston pistol. It's old, it's beat up, but it's better than a bare-knuckle blood fight. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, always have your weapon equipped at all times. The last thing you want to worry about is when alley goons are kicking your teeth in, kibble is getting out of your sidearm and loading it. Here, take it and equip it. Now let's see if you can shoot straight, boss. Who's got an old Viston pistol? Okay, now this is what it looks like whenever you get into battle. As soon as the fight breaks out, your battle plaque will appear. It contains all the information and commands you need to fight. Whenever it's your turn to combat, battle icons will appear above the plaque. This allows you to select your next move in battle. Use the attack icon to try and plant a blow at your enemy, and when you click on it, icons for all hostiles in immediate vicinity appears. Use them to choose which one to attack. The move icon allows you to sidestep to another point in battle arena. You can only select if there's a place to move. You can discuss this in more detail later if you decide to continue your training. The item icon allows you to use items from your battle. Okay. Action allows you to use something in the immediate environment. Ooh, okay. You might notice the circle filling up on your battle plaque. This, my friend, is your battle timer. You would do well to pay attention to it. You can only perform actions when it reaches full. Once it fills up, try shooting a robot target using the attack icon, then click on his battle icon. You can cancel the action by right-clicking on your mouse or by hitting escape. Literally like the, shoot. Oh, pretty good pistol there. Can I move the camera at all? Ow. Ah, do you think the world just takes a poke without fighting back? Can't stir up a hornet's nest without getting stung. That's why it's important to keep an eye on your health. Health bar shows you how much life you have left. Okay. Take another shot. Waiting. Snap. I don't get to choose where to put points. It's, you just start playing. Not bad, kid, but you need to loosen up. You hold the gun like it's a dead rat. You gotta wrist it better. You got plenty of potential, but don't let it to your head, especially after seeing what the robot droid did to you with one hit. We're gonna need a ton of tutoring if we're gonna shape you up into a bastion of unstoppable beat hood. Tell you what, I wouldn't normally do this, but you can't learn or pay me if you're dead. Some porker once paid me with a life cursor shield upgrade. Since I don't even own one, why don't you take it? No, really, you caught me on a generous day. Go ahead and apply the upgrade. I'm curious to see if it's got any guts. Okay, so shield. Now to spice up your life cursor, you'll notice a new battle icon, a full bar that we haven't discussed yet. Battle skill. Special moves. Okay, I'm going to skip through some of this stuff because it's just typical RPG stuff. So I got to wait for the timer. So it's literally the interactive, the same thing as Final Fantasy VII, right? There's the one. Battle skills. Fatima screen. That guy. Okay. No. So it's a armor thing. It's like a self. Let's cut it up, boy. So it's reduced damage. Excellent. Last time I rolled target for 32 with an upgrade screen. You only for 17. Nice. So special ability. He's got like a armor thing. Congratulations, Squab. You survived your first lesson. Now that you know the basics, we can build on them. 2 heal grids plus it on their first lesson. Ooh, it's getting a level. Alright, can we... He auto levels up. A lot of stats here, but... Yeah, I don't think there's any, like, level up. It's just auto. In a battle arena. Okay, I have to go out of here. Ready for war. Bring it. That's the spirit. Let's see if we can fly through this. Just a basic combat tutorial. Crack your knuckles, pull up your socks, and let's begin. Distance. Oh, we know that. Melee and ranged. Okay. Swear to class, son. If you roll your eyes at me one more time, and I'll knock him out for good. You hear me? Beat some of that attitude out of you. I wonder how far you can move in each combat segment here. Different battle icons. We're going to focus on the move command now. Looking to move, your movement grid will appear, allowing you to select any available node you want to travel to. Try and exercise. Try avoiding for as long as possible using the move button. Can't catch me. Grid base, it looks like. Only move one at a time, I guess. Oh well. Run away. Oh, come on. Took a while to catch up to you, boss. Not the most useful tactic in battle, but it's nice to know your options in a pinch. Teach you how to heal yourself. Corticom heal grease for all your healing needs. Hey, Sukar, welcome. I believe there's a lava planet, actually, which is probably further down in the game, so I'm not sure we're going to get there tonight or not, but... Like a few, Cortisum gives a free supply of standard heal grease every month for endorsing their products. There's a sample, too. Item... Gotta heal? Okay. Heal grease. The potion. Feels nice, doesn't it? You can never have enough heal grease, so stock up when you have a chance, my boy. On the other hand, heal grease is unnecessary if you never take damage in the first place, which brings us to our next exercise. We made appropriate changes to the arena. I'm going to teach you something that might give you a whip hand in an encounter. Opportunity to use the surrounding environment to your advantage. Used in battle, the action icon will appear. Step to the node on your left to the move icon. Use the action item to activate the switch there. Okay. Okay, can I... Oh, so it's like this, I see. Just gonna zap there now. So there's environmental things you can use to your benefit. Oh. He can't attack you. Dustin. It's convenient, so he's got to keep an eye on things that would benefit you in a combat scenario. Zap. Making progress, squab. Find a sight. Okay. Alright, so it's pretty rudimentary, but I think these are probably good exercises to go through, because otherwise we're going to run into combat, and like, how do you do this? So, they have a little bit different, some of the mechanics are just ever so slightly different from your typical RPG. Bring it. Handful of tricks left to show you. Final lesson. Some adversaries you encounter will have attacks with lingering properties. Effect to call status effect. Oh, good. Bleeds and stuff. The bindle bag. When you throw one at an enemy, they will experience a burn status effect until flames go out. True if someone nails you with it. Got 3 bindle bags. I can imagine it gets pretty complicated. We're playing on easy difficulty, so that will make our combat encounters probably, hopefully, fairly easy. I'm looking for a challenge here. Burn. Little Molotov thing. Blew off some of his fiddly bits. Okay. Excellent weapons battle, but with better weapons comes the need for better defense. That's where shield cells come in. Extra layer of protection. Okay, shields. They borrow an old shield stuff for training purposes. Don't even think about running off with it at all. Must be equipped before battle. Let's test this sucker out. Are you gonna punch me now? Oh, extra health. Zap. Gonna punch me, isn't he? I don't think we need to understand. I'm gonna just say that. I don't think we need to see it in action, but... Ow. Barely managed to scrape it that time. Shield took the brunt of the beating. Invest in a shield pack. Oh. Alright. Well, those are the basic mechanics, I guess. It's not too complicated. And with that, I send you off into the great, big, wonderful world of beating strangers. My boy, Whackmaster Jack, can teach you no more. Anything else you're gonna learn, you gotta earn at the cost of your own blood out there in the field where it counts. Give and take, cut and thrust, make him bray, and never be afraid to shoot him in the ding-dong. Okay. Language. For anyone who didn't see it on Blue Sky, there was actually a... when you install the game, there's an option to disable swear words, and I did not, because I'm cool like that. So there might be some swear words tonight. Sorry for the younger audience. Okay, kid, don't die dumb or anything, although in your case, I guess that's inevitable. Pleasant journeys. Yeah, complete your freaking course, Whackmaster Jack. I mean, I played, thinking back to it, like I played Final Fantasy VII all the way through on PC, and I was just completely hooked by it for the longest time. As far as RPGs during this era goes, I know a lot of people play it on PlayStation, of course. It's kind of the original platform for it, but I played it on PC, so... Alright. Whackmaster save there. Back out we go. Loading. Let's see what else we can find. There was a fountain down there. But they said in the overlook to the fountain. This guy here. Yeah, weren't you the hot detective with the cool ride? What happened to you, man? You look awful. Fine. Oh, cool. Got it. Do you have the package? Oh, wait, nothing. Okay. Look appropriately crazy. I'm not sure if I know the modern patches, or not modern, but like the, I think there's a GOG version and stuff like this, if that lets you use higher resolution or anything. Oh my, there's the fountain. You the person I need to talk to? Some fountain, huh? Beefucks, Wildcocks. They just call it that because no one knows what else to call it. Okay. Fair enough. I fling things for $1. Okay. Nice. That's the thing, too, with the compatibility layers that Proton does and everything. It's a lot of the games that you don't think should work, just work. Oh, is his eye better now? Yeah. I'm supposed to be going to my girlfriend's spot. If I wait 10 more minutes, Anachronox will rearrange itself, placing her close to me so I don't have to travel as far. Yeah, that's a little creepy. Keep walking down here. Is that where I was? Okay, so we'll go up here then. Vertigo. Here. Now. So dizzy. Must breathe deep. I had to walk up the sloped green grab path that leads to Casinox just around this corner. As soon as I felt myself walking up the wall, I panicked and kicked off. Oh, hi. Just make him burn. Who? Okay, he just insta died. Fair enough. Oh, he was a tough guy. Just literally. I'm trying to be careful to. Oh, $100 with the music and volume, because the volume is really inconsistent. So, what's this slime here? Well, yeah, bugs are crawling on that thing. So this is the grav vault wall. Oh, it literally will. Oh boy. Let's see what he said. Whew. Oh, nice. You got the Linux version. That's cool. Loading. Let's see what's Fatima say. There's a Dynamo in Frank's Flophouse, and got hired for a job. We need another hand. We need to go to the Flophouse. Not the casino yet. Woo. It's funny because Serious Sam was doing the same thing here about this era in a much better engine, right? But yeah, cool. That's nice when you get those kind of things. Like, you know, some of those are really rare and really expensive, but I'm not, you know, at least from my perspective, I'm not willing to pay a ton for it. So, okay, where's the flop house then? It's a training. Fountain. Okay, that's where we were. So the flop house. Yeah, where's the casino? Frank's flop house. Okay, so I was in the right spots. Yeah. They really hyped up that spot there. Okay, at least they're not doing the same, like, animation this time. Yeah, there were some released. I don't think there were many. That's why that Quake 3 one is pretty darn rare, so. Okay, what we got here? What did he look like? Bandana and ponytail, I think. I remember. It happened so fast, I'm pretty sure he was shirtless and his nipples were pierced. And I think I caught a whiff of spasm perfume. You notice anything funny about his eyes? Now, did I mention it? One eye was completely red. He's a member of the Junkyard 20 gang. Their numbers have grown ever since the Sacred Fools disbanded after the Sewer Wars. Admission to the Junkyard 20 demands a painful rite of passage. They hollow out the inductee's left eye with a Gorian heat fork and some disinfectant acid. Then a ruby robo eye cup is stuffed into the empty socket. Doubt we'll find your purse, man, but we'll see what I can do. Thank you, officers. Unbelievably nice for a Nox guard. That's pretty gnarly. Overlook an elevator. Beep. Whoa, they do like their camera angles. Woo! Deus Ex vibes going on here for the, I'm thinking it was like Human Revolution and stuff. Dave, don't mind if I do. Yep, save over it. I'm going to kill him. Okay. Overlook. Can't go here, can I? Oh, there we go. Hello? Cutscene?
I know secrets. Lots of them. We could share a few if you've got any to spare.
Hi.
Look, you little beefer. I know every Stulola from here to the reservoir. And you ain't a regular.
Regardless, I know things. For example, one of Detz's crash doctors threw a private dick out a window today, just a few blocks away from here. Flung like a rag doll.
So you heard about that, huh? Big deal. You gotta do better than that if you want to impress me.
Oh, that's nice.
Your first
Like, not all...
pet was a
mean,
miniature Spitzer.
I think most people
named
would care
Earl.
about their kids' belongings, but a lot of parents may not understand
What's your
the
rate, Chunker?
importance of the big box
Strictly
game to
a
us,
quid
so...
pro quo arrangement. I believe the free exchange of information should be the goal of every civilized society. Don't you think? Keeps everyone just a little more honest.
So I gotta
I'll say
share
the
my
voice
dirt
acting's
with
pretty good in
you
this game.
before you'll sprinkle any of your own, huh?
That's the idea. I'll be here for the next few hours if you have any inquiries, Detective.
Hmm. Nice. Yeah, I did the, like, you know, my boxes ended up in several moves, and then eventually I had stuffed them in black, big plastic bags, which were trash bags, and you see where this is going already, right? And when my parents and, like, part of my family were cleaning out storage, not their fault, whatever, one bag, I think, just got chucked because it was a trash bag. Unfortunately, so that's how I lost out on a lot of my big box games that I used to have. The biggest ones that I lost in that one probably are like Settlers 2 and Theme Hospital. Those are pretty hard to get anymore, so. Nope. So if we can get some information. That thing, whatever. So. Okay, I can't do anything. So that was just the overlook. Can I. There's the button for it. I don't know what those do, but yeah, a lot of people just were really rough with their stuff. I remember, like, letting a friend in school, like, borrow, like, my Super Nintendo game or whatever, and it came back with, like, the manual had, like, jam on it and stuff, and I don't understand how people were so careless with them. Have you seen this woman? Hanging out the bar at Roddy's. Oh. Thanks, Mac, you're a star. Well, probably got someone in trouble now. Frank's Flophouse, that's where we're heading. A lot of elevators hiding loading screens here. Yeah. That's the thing, too. If I look at, like, my Doom 2 box, which is I got, that's, like, my first big box games, it, like, it's in great condition, but it has, like, scuff marks on it and stuff like that, all, you know, on the edges or whatever, because it has been through many moves, and it's gone on shelves on and off, and over time, that's just happened, right? Save. Like most RPGs are, like, pretty slow in the beginning, right? See all little gub bugs? They breed on the warm underbelly of those conductor pipes and molt under grating before coming up to search for food. Yeah. Delicious fruta raised with love and carnival seeds. Lovely fruta coveted by greedy eye and greedy hand. Okay. Oh, jeez. That's the... Oh, hi. Yeah, very true. It is like, you know, I have my own kids, and, you know, they're pretty good with their stuff, but there have been times where they have not been so nice at their stuff. Okay, now they're not just killing me in one hit. I one hit them, so. Yeah, so most of the games you see behind me, well, almost, quite a few of them are from my childhood, and then I don't know what that's about. Now, do you heal in between combat? You don't. That's all annoying. I hate the games do that. There's what's I playing? One of those, like, new JRPGs. Forget what it's called. I was playing on the Steam Deck, and it fully healed your entire party after every fight, and that not only healed, but all the mana back, and it just made it so much more relaxing in the sense that you could just unload in every fight. It didn't matter because you get everything back, and that was pretty nice, actually. You don't have to strategize so much between sessions. Okay, cool. Whatever that was. So I'm sure I will get an item or something later that can clear up bugs on. Go in there. It's a flop house. Junkyard. Dang, that really stinks. It's like, it happens, right? But what are you going to do? That really sucks. I had to accept, like, I looked around. Every time I go back home and visit my parents, I would just kind of scan around and try and find it again. Chained Echoes, I think. Chained Echoes, I'm pretty sure. It's a JRPG pixel art. It looks great on the deck. It's got an interesting combat mechanic that's really rough to learn. Once you get to kind of master it, it's easier, but it's sometimes you get into a fight and like, you just want to be done with it because it's really complicated. You got to like, there's gauges you got to keep track of. But pixel art wise and story, it's fantastic. Yes, I did start playing Crimson Desert because, like I mentioned in the Blue Sky post, it's like the best thing to do right now is to shoehorn another 300-hour game in there. I really enjoy those like 3D action, open world games. That's like kind of like a mind takeoff checklist kind of game, if you will. And I knew watching videos and stuff that game is very Skyrim-like in the sense that there's just a huge sandbox, open world, go explore, find things. And I have not been disappointed so far. It is just ridiculous how many systems and functions are in that game. Like, you can do so many things. Like, I think that when they designed that game and they asked, should we put this in the game? And they just said yes. Like, it has everything you imagine in an RPG like that, open world, and then some. It's just, so far, I'm only a few hours in, it's ridiculous, the scope of it. And the environment in the world is just gorgeous. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I played that for quite a bit longer. And my cover story for that is that I bought it. So my son, who loves open world games like that, he played Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild through and through multiple times. He loves those open world games, so I bought it on our Steam library so he could play it as well. My story, and I'll stick to it. So, you know, during the summer now, he can play that when I'm working. Then I'll play it at night. Until we buy a second copy, I'm sure. So, need to find... Nice view, huh? If I was going to kill myself, this is where I jumped from. Oh, okay. Little, beep there all of a sudden. Yeah, exactly. I think that's just a game that'll come and go throughout, you know... I don't know. I'm sure I'll get tired of it sometime when just the world is just too big, or I don't know. But it's just a joy to explore so far. Like, it looks so good, and it's easy to traverse. It doesn't feel like it's trying to be too complicated or obtuse, and I like the fact that they just added... Welcome back. They added a easy mode, too. Like, developers were listening to feedback, and I think that people complained the bosses were too difficult, so they tuned the bosses. And then they added an easy mode, and that suits me perfectly, because when I play those open world games, I'm looking for challenge, honestly. That's not my thing. I don't like Souls games much. The fact I can just kind of run around like an overpowered... cool guy, whatever, that's what I want, so. Did I warn you about loitering in front of Joe's? Okay, whatever that was. Talk to me, son. You do not want to talk back to me. Remember what happened last time you talked back to me? Hey, you better watch them out or I'll hammer out all 300 of your teeth. Understand? Okay. That's very cyberpunky here. It's the door to Jack's here. Oh, so... I'm looking for someone in here that they said... It's Dynamo and Frank's Flophouse. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. And I like the fact that you're near unstoppable, like, murder machine on that difficulty level, so... Martin Arms. Ooh, okay. Oh, really? Yeah, that's good, because, again, I do enjoy the Elden Ring. It was cool and everything, but it's just, it's not... I bounced off because of difficulty. It's Arms place. Eddie knows. There's a mysterious guy somewhere in the bricks named Eddie who knows things. You can never have enough contacts. Keep an eye out. Okay. The lead? But yeah, it's, I don't know. I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey before, loved the world and everything, and I'm working through that game. I'm maybe a third way through. Kind of paused it for a while, but I feel like Crimson Desert really is just the yes type of game. It's just so many things you can do. I don't know. It seems so over the top open, and feels like every time I expect something to happen, like physics interaction, climbing, running, riding, anything, it just does it as I expect. Excuse me. And that's what I expected to, so I'm really enjoying it so far. Become my go-to game for now. I'm still playing Starfield quite a bit too. It's just a different type of vibe, or feel to it, but... Okay, so they said there was something in the overlook. Platform area, that's where I came from. Elevator. Yeah, it's pretty dark. It's a little cyberpunky there. What's the elevator here? Is that... Yeah, there we go. Tenement lower area. Kind of exploring, so... Like most of those RPGs are pretty sluggish in the beginning, right? Fancy. Yeah. I have a friend, I guess if you're here, hi, but who loves Elden Ring. I mean, I think I don't know how many hours he spent in that. It's just a ridiculous amount of hours. Hey, you lost for one loony, I'll lead you wherever you want to go, but I don't want to wait for no slackers. You lose me, get it? Okay. Huh. Nice. Oh, well, excuse me, Cyberpunk. Yeah, and I like the idea about Elden Ring, but it just, at the end of the day, that slow, like, wind up and the pairing and everything, it doesn't click with me, unfortunately, so. The type that, Crimson Desert had, were just like hack and slash, and like, I like the fact that there's a button combination, just grab the opponent and just chuck him. Like, you can do that with almost any enemy, or at least that I've run into so far, not bosses, but the fact that I can just run up, pick someone up, and just hurl them off a cliff with no, like, combo or anything, or like that, it just really seems to say yes. And the game is beyond gorgeous so far. I mean, I posted that picture. That was on medium to high settings in general on that PC, so it's not even maxed out. Yeah. It is, so far, and again, I haven't gone that far, right? I know that it's a multi-100-hour open-world game, but it just feels like it takes all those type of, like, third-person open-world action RPG things and just say, yes, you can do that. And that's what's so far fun. Here's the murder machine, so it just, I don't know, it's just really fun so far. Room's Diano in. That's confidential. In fact, it's about $5 worth confidential. Hey, Ola. She's in room A, sucker. Alright. Guess I could just knock down all the doors. Seems interesting. Pick the lock. See if we can do this here now quickly or not. Okay, I need to learn kind of like how much to push it each time. Nope. 9. There we go. I got it. Yeah, but it's still a new game. I think I bought it on... I think Green Man Gaming had a discount for $10, so...
excuse
On the
me.
Brutal
No,
Legends, okay.
Come on in.
Oh my!
I could use the company.
You have... Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
Valesta sent me to see you about a job.
Forget about it. This old guy, Grumpos, he hires me to go into the tunnels, right? Bring back some mistech, easy job.
Apparently it was not.
Well, I wasn't there 10 minutes when something came out of nowhere and did this to me. I mean, look. Look at me. And the old bastard won't even pay me. He said, no mistech, no money. He's in the tenements next to the movie theater. If you want to punch him in the face for me. Right.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Yeah, I thought Brutal Legends was more like a tactical thing, but maybe I could be wrong there. I have it on my backlog as well, and I never ended up playing it. What's this here? Can I take this? I don't take the bracelet back. Sorry, dude. That's rough. So let's see. Said she lives across the street from Frank's. A lot of, like, running around here. But yeah, I guess it's a RPG thing, so... Doing some random saves or to have them, but... That's a lot of time I really just... Whoa! I just ran a Cindernet search on this Grumpos character. Last name is Matavastros, and he was a curator of the Mystech Museum until about 6 months ago when he retired. Lucky for you, she was right. He lives just across the street in Building 5. Make sure to check their building directory. His apartment number isn't listed. Street in Building 5. Okay. No, she didn't. Like, I picked the lock, and I think he just like, oops, I didn't realize you were in here, basically. So, I guess that was his excuse or something. I don't know. It's a little shady there. Load. Steak pizza. Building 5. Well, that's easy. The movie theater. Oh, it's locked. Locked. Deluxe prefab apartments. Section A. Alright, we need to look at a director or something here. Centernet. Oh. Local information. Data slab schedule. Live cursor registry. Arms and stuff to get you out of harm's way. Not gonna help any. It's just a... Oh, I guess we can ask around, maybe. Look at it. Ain't you seen a female Nox guard before? Okay. Yeah, I always like that too. You gotta have like that kind of like dirty cyberpunk feel to it, right? So... Not there. Can't go in here. I can keep doing this until I get a interactive. The thing with having a 3D engine, the interaction is a little wonky. Okay, I can only go into the section, so that's probably a good sign. Oh. 1. That's the level we're on. 2. Oh no, Muzak. I wonder if we turn off EAX. The audio is just all over the place. Like when they're talking, it's real loud, but then in the music here, it's pretty quiet. So I might turn off the EAX. It seems like it always messes with the sound. So let's go back to off. You're running water now. Should I knock? Yes. Hold on a second. I'm in the shower. Hey, what do you want? To save your life. My mistake, wrong door. Oh, you really can. Seems interesting. Huh. You just really lockpick your way in here? Let's see. Alright, not a bad lock here. Not too far. Or 2. Yeah, they didn't. Boy, he's just not very good, like... detective. He's just picking his way in. Ooh, what's this? That's one of these things. Snooping around and stealing stuff. Spent a lot of time animating or rendering all this stuff, and it's funny how much the Half-Life engine was just such a improvement in general. This steal that. Steel grease. Yep, we'll just break into someone's apartment and take their stuff. Because that's an RPG. That's what you do. I love the, at this point, it's almost like a trope that you can run into RPG, into any, area and steal the chests and everything. I find it refreshing now when games don't care, or they just let you do that. I think that Chained Echoes I was playing, they don't, they don't care about that. The games that are, like, taking notice or care, that you do go in and steal stuff can be a little annoying. It's almost refreshing now when they don't care. Like, it's an old school RPG, like all the SNES ones, you can just, go in and rummage through everything. Heck, Witcher 3 lets you do that, right? They don't care. Seems interesting. I'm gonna lockpick our way through. Lockpicking minigame. 0 or 8, I guess. Yeah, I wondered that too, because it is fully moving around in environment, and that's not exactly something that the... Yeah, we're just gonna steal our way through here, because why not? That's what you do in RPGs. You loot everything. I mean, you can't leave anything untouched. You just basically have to see what is interactable. We'll close the TV there. A small apartment. But, like, again, it's like you look at the Half-Life engine, how interactive it is, and how many things they put in there. And it really is a tour de force. Seems interesting. Oh, we're back here. Gonna steal everything we can. Alright. Getting pretty good at that now. Fortunately, no one's home while I steal everything. Ooh, more. Steal! I mean, I always feel bad, but it's like if the game doesn't care, we're gonna steal everything. There's nothing else to, I wonder, like, a remaster of this game. I know that the game was never popular enough that I don't think it could do that, but... Oh, that's it. I think I've stolen everything in here, so... Yep. That's what you do in these RPGs. You take everything you can. The problem in Starfield now, because the game is so cluttered with things, you can pick up almost anything, and I'm just like kleptomaniac in that game. You go into like an abandoned base or something, you're supposed to like find a MacGuffin or whatever it is, and you go in and just vacuum up every piece of loot. And what happens when you get over encumbered is that your oxygen or stamina meter drains faster, but I have enough like oxygen boosters now, or that generates oxygen quick enough that I can carry almost limitless amounts of stuff and then just be able to run still. So I loot everything in that game. I don't know, I just can't not. Alright, the light is on here. That's very suspicious. There must be, yep. No answer. Alright, well, we're going to pick the lock then. Ooh, just gained a level. Alright. He's now an actual thief. Oh, I don't get to do my little mini... Oh, I didn't care a second ago. No one was looking. Okay, enough with the extreme zoom-ins on the, Uh-oh. Security! Oh, wow, that's a lot of flash. Come on. Come on, Boots. Cinematic tension here. Come on, Boots. You did it a second ago, no problem. Evening, Joe Zevius. Welcome. We were just looting our way through this apartment complex, so I guess we got in where we needed to be now. Ooh, I see a loot. Loot. Wow, they have a lot of cool Mystech artifacts in here. Like, I understand what they're going for, but the character models don't really support that. Whoa, hi! There's a dwarf guy there. Oh. Touche.
Slink into my home that easily, you little thief.
Well, he is a thief, so...
I'm not a thief.
Says he after breaking into my house.
He's got a point.
No, I'm not a thief. I'm looking for work.
Smart ass.
I heard you were hiring for a plunder job in the tunnels. I thought...
Who told you that?
Dianimo?
Dianimo? That pitiful excuse for a thief.
I mean, they go a little overboard with the camera angles, but I do like what they're doing still.
I feel bad for the girl. but she wasn't hired.
Ah, yes.
And I ain't paying for pity.
Welcome, Joseph.
Tell
Welcome
the
back.
animal she doesn't get paid until she makes good on what she was contracted for.
Well, you know, actually, I'm not here for the animal. I'm here to finish her job.
Ooh.
What did you say?
The tunnels.
Say that
the
again?
Mist Tech. I'm your man. I'm experienced and expensive, available.
Yeah, and desperate from the look of it. No thanks.
I will say I like the little,
Come on, Gramps, I'm up to snuff. Just give me a chance. You need an escort, I need a
random job.
What do you say?
Yeah. Whoa.
Is that a yes? No?
I'm in the middle of something. Will you stop distracting me?
But you're not
I've seen this
listening. If you need a man to
notification
plunder
like
the
with
tunnels for you,
Duolingo
look
or
no
something
further.
like,
I'm your...
you forgot your streak, you know what happens next, and under that's a notification like, motion
Okay.
detected at the front door.
Who's obsessed?
Oh my. Even with the Wood of 5, it can't handle that glorious rendering there.
The hidden power of Mistech is my life's work. I'm closing in on a breakthrough. I can feel it, but I need more samples.
This game would probably do very well with like a good, like a decent remaster. Like just
So
better
what's the
textures, better
problem?
models,
My
you know.
last hero sallied forth and got her limbs ripped off. How are you any better than her?
Gotta be the
I'm a
transparency fog
professional.
there that kills the...
Bring me the helmet of a Nox guard,
I can do that. That's easy.
size 5.
Brother, I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Splendid. Get out!
I do like the Gator interactions, very like original Star Wars. Very good writing so far. This thing. Found taco. Okay. That did not look like a taco to me, but you know, this is whatever cyber future. Yeah, I think it's really good. You gotta think about what it is, right? But the main character is good, and now is there anything in the room I can steal here? How about this thing? Oh, yeah. Mystic Museum card member. Always is, yeah. Anything else I can loot in here? Loot my way through everything. So I need a security guard's helmet. Can I... Nope. I know there's one on the main floor. Yeah, it's funny because they kept putting fog into... I mean, besides just the draw distance, they kept putting fog into games, but it just always tanked performance. I mean, it looked good, but that transparency effect just... Every time. Oh, here we go. There's an actual directory. Could have actually looked at this. Well, we just did it the old-fashioned way. So... Oh. Can I... maybe buy... helmets? No. I'm just gonna keep asking Nox guards now until they give me a helmet. Loading. I think it's auto-saving. Yeah, that's nice. Game auto-saving. This not day and age. Let's call a guy here. Oh, Saber. So, dumpster. Soylent Foods. Raffios. Oh my. Okay, so I assume the Mystic thing is important there. It feels like a little bit of a Total Recall Mars thing vibe a bit there, but aliens and all that. Size 5. Okay, it's a fountain overlook, so it trade information, but I'm not sure what information we have yet, but... Whew. Well, how much do I have? Let's see how much money I got. 163. Okay, it's probably worth one. I'm trying to think now if we should go to a store. The junkyard could have one. Gun Palace. Go to the junkyard. I'm following you.
Warning. Transition major of plate section C.
Yeah, paid you.
E and F will commence in 15 seconds.
Didn't work. Maybe I haven't unlocked that space yet.
Area clear. The district of South Anachronox is not liable for injury or death resulting from plate transitions. Stand by.
This is a big freaking town.
Transition complete.
Hello? Oh, not a language I don't understand yet. Let's run around. Gonna go back to the guy with the fountain overlook and see if he is interested in selling a helmet. Flop house in this. Or I came through here. Oh, this is where I came in. No? Think I can loot in here? Taco. Still don't know what the taco is, but... my inventory? Totally arbitrary collectible object. Touche. Touche, game. Literally just a random collectible item. Really, I missed a can of Rick Spaghetti. The best kind. It just, I mean, I guess from Tom Holland, the software thing and everything, it just still seems so odd of a choice for me for this. For this kind of game, right? It's just, I can't get over that. I mean, it's cool and everything, but it's just... Welcome back, Foil. We are running around trying to find a helmet now. We're trying to figure out where to find helmets, so... I can ask all the Nox guards. It's funny you should ask. The guy who found out his wife was pregnant this morning was complaining about it in the locker room. I think he's patrolling the platform here today. Oh, okay. Alright, so well, we got a lead now. Oh, hi. Still die from one hit? Yep, because I leveled up now. Yeah, I only played a demo. I had it on a cover disc, I think, back in the day. But this is the first time I sit down and actually play it. And I've always been curious about it, because just a juxtaposition of having this RPG and the Quake 2 engine always just seems so interesting. And I've always wanted to play it. So I was curious to see if maybe we can make it into a series or not, because I keep thinking to myself, like, I'm playing random games, and some games do require more time commitment or playing, you know, playing it further or longer or whatever. So I thought about, like, maybe not play it every single time. We should at least perhaps play them a little more. Patrolling the overlook area, so that's not here. Settlements area, that's the junkyard. Mountain Spiral. Gotta go to Casino. Yeah, I gotta run around. Yeah, that's probably right, Dolper. It's like you already knew it, but I can't think of any other scenario where probably some game out there, right, that did this sort of thing where they took an engine that was not made for this sort of thing, because it tends to be platform area. Is that what he was patrolling? Sushi. Yeah, this is a cool world. Platform area. Whoop. Did the walk. Anti-grab. Woohoo! That cool walk, too. Anachronox tours. That's not what I want, but, oh. Can't go where yet. It's not unlocked, so... That's fine. Yes, I do have the box, actually, so... Yeah, that'll be fun. Go to the camera here if I can find my freaking mouse. Yeah, I have the... With that other game out of the way there. I do have the big box for it and found it just randomly on eBay, I think, a while back. It was not one I was hunting for, but I have, like, vaguely familiar with the game. Yeah, I'm trying to... Maybe I should do this, because there is music, but it's very quiet, and every time I... The cinematic is what we need to reduce. I can... Pretty just kind of sad music, but it was that every time I turned up to hear the music, then every time someone talked, it got super loud, so... I can try this, but... Kind of like... I was hoping it would be more like, you know... I don't know, it's just kind of like sounding sad and despair-like, but... And I am still, I forgot to switch back to the game. So there you go. Can I talk to this guy now? Fine. On a Nox card. Controlling the platform area. We were in the platform area, so... Try this again here. Yeah, so right now it's more like... Just kind of ambient music, so it's not really... Maybe it gets better later, but it's just very kind of like atmospheric ambient music, so... So this is the platform area. Hello? Place to drink. Open any of these here. This goes down there. I'll say platform area here. One of that bug area there. Let's go back down to the fountain area. This just goes. I just was here. Grab path, we'll go there again, so... Yeah, exactly, it's, I expect a little more, like, I don't know, cooler driving soundtrack. Maybe that will change later, but right now it's just very, just, like... dystopian kind of... Blade Runner background thing. I guess it makes sense a little bit, but... Oh, camera did a wonky job there. You? If you take a picture of 5 different nebulons in the bricks, I'll give you 100 lunas ahead. Brebulins? I forgot which one those are. Should have listened to what he said there, but... that was just an excuse for you to learn to use the camera. So there's the fountain spiral. It's not the platforms, but we're checking around. Cannot walk. It's very restricted where you're actually allowed to walk, so... makes sense. Hey, Historic Nerd, welcome. Yeah, I got real lucky on this card. I think most of you guys know the story already, but I was at a LAN party and brought a retro computer. Size 5? No, I can't wear anything smaller than a size 10 on account of my cauliflower ears. Patrolling the platform area today. Well, that's what I... try and go back there. Because on special, I went to a big LAN party platform area, and I had brought retro computers, and they asked me to actually bring retro computers to that LAN party because they want to remember their old LAN party days. And I had this computer there, which P3 with the Voodoo 3 in it at a time, I think. And maybe I can't remember. Yeah, but I sat opposite a guy that was clearly, he used to do the retro, or not the retro thing, but he had a lot of old computers as well, or left over, and he said in his closet, he came over to comment on my retro computer, and he said in his closet he had 2 old video cards in there, the Voodoo 4 and the Voodoo 5. I'm like, alright, cool, and he said they were boxed, so I'm like, okay. He said if I was interested in them, I was like, I'm definitely interested, but he was kind of coy on how much he wanted for them, and for me, retro stuff like that, it's like, yeah, sure, it's cool. But I'm not going to pay like, okay, here's $1,000, cool, whatever. No, it's just too much. I wanted a, you know, a good price or whatever. And he brought it in to show me, and I have the box behind me here, sitting up here behind somewhere. You know, he said like, well, what do you offer for? It's like, what are you looking for? I'm like, $100? And it's like, yeah, that's all right. So yeah, I got a Voodoo 5 in box for $100, and you know, it's one of those, like, yes, that is a screaming deal on every level. It is not a complete box. I don't want to pay a lot. So even if someone came, like, I have a Voodoo 5 for $300, I'm not sure I would. It's just too much money for me. So, but yeah, you know, I think he was happy to see it to go to someone who would use it. That's kind of how I feel when I pass equipment on in general. Yeah, I'm going to use it. Used it for, you know, get us to Overlook. So, that's just that guy. So this is a platform area. We were there. So I just, you know, I was very lucky to do that. And it's funny because he had a Voodoo 4 as well. And I remember messaging Pixel Pipes actually asking like, hey, I'm going to buy one card. And I have an option of Voodoo 4 or Voodoo 5. And he's, you know, rightfully so, said like, I guess Pixel if you're here, hi, but... he rightfully said that the Voodoo 5 can be turned down to Voodoo 4 rights, so it makes sense to keep the Voodoo 5, which is what I did then. So now, if it was today, I probably would have offered, you know, 200 for both or whatever and just have both. But the Voodoo 5, of course, has been a very good steward in this computer. We've been upgrading it then to a P3 1 gigahertz. So more the merrier. So welcome everyone. Has not been tuning in before. I'm getting back into streaming. So that's a platform area. So we're on platform area. So where the heck is that guy? Oh. Immediately went to the next area, which is just a junkyard, I think. Yeah, Oh, platform area. I see. So this is the platform area. Literally. Gotta find the guy who's walking around here somewhere. Knox security guard. It's a hard knock life. So, are we on 1? No. I don't know what level we're on right now, so I guess we'll go to 1. Holy cow. Okay. Definitely have not been here. This is pretty wild here now. I'll open up a little bit there. That guy? Alright, thanks for stopping by. Okay, not that guy. Man. This is like where they're coming in from space? Yeah. Yeah, this is from Real Hardware, so we're using a data path vision for the actual capture. It goes through a couple of splitters and stuff like that to get to that point, so I'm watching it on a flat panel and then capturing it via VGA, so no scalers or anything. Yeah, I think that we all have those regrets, right? Where there was something we had, and, you know, often it's like it wasn't worth it or you wanted to trade it in. I mean, I've seen plenty of people that are like, oh, I had a, you know, decked out retro computer, whatever, or not retro, but like, you know, Amiga 1200, whatever it was, and I sold it for pittance to get into PC gaming, whatever it was. Like, you know, that's what we did. That is indeed a billboard. Now, I think the textures, if they were better in this game, well, hey, what's this thing here? That's an Anachronox symbol. Okay, thanks for that tip. 3. Yeah, I think all of us have at some point or another. Or we have regrets we passed on, whatever. But yeah, I think all of us have sold or something. Because, I mean, at the time, especially if you're younger, right, you're just looking to get into the next thing. And if you can get rid of something to fund that, usually, you know, you don't have that connection to it. So... Hello? Cunning bird is overdue. Heavier grow my tree trunks from fatigue. Retreat to your business burrow, human. Pep threatens. Okay. Yeah. Just that part. For me, the difference there was that, you know, international moving kind of takes care of that part. It's hard to bring a lot of that stuff, but... Yeah, that's alright. I don't think anyone has to understand it. I think it's just a way to, yeah, funnel money from people that probably need it to people that don't need it. Anyway, I'm gonna get too deep into that, but... So, okay, with this guy is somewhere in the platform area. Not here. Maybe it was the guy there. We need to talk to him again. Oh, can't go through. Oh, you can walk. You can't run faster, though. Yeah. Walk. Yeah, it's that section of RPGs now where you're just running around doing stuff, you know. And I see why this game is such a... Like, it feels like with the engine and the limitations that come with it, it wouldn't be that of a huge of a game, but I believe it was quite a large game, so... I mean, full completion is running this over 50 hours, I believe, which is crazy when you think of an RPG like this, because that, again, is more in the console realm, right? So... Where was that guard? We'll try and talk to him again. Nope, not here. We'll see one level down. It's the biggest craze everyone's trying to mine and make money on it, so those days are long gone, but hopefully. Yeah, I think this game has really cool ideas in art direction and stuff, and I just imagine if it had, you know, again, sharper textures or better quality geometry and stuff, but... Oh, helmets. Oh. Not mine to give, but I'll tell you what. They give away free sandwiches and goodies to people who are down on their luck at the Salvation Surplus on Skid Row. I really need a helmet, officer. Have a pity on a poor unemployed loser. Hey now, I won't listen to any self-pity, buddy. You gotta change your outlook on life. Stay optimistic at all times. It could be much worse. Be thankful you're not living on a poverty on a planet like Genis or lifting crates on Goria. You've got it good, mister. Life gets easier when you put things in perspective. Life gets easier when you give me that helmet. Persistent, aren't you? Look, that helmet ain't gonna solve your problems. Life is what you make of it. You can either be happy or depressed. I choose to kill you. I choose to be happy. Good for you. Now you gotta be the most enthusiastic person you know. That's my motto. Couldn't agree more. Now can I have the helmet? You're like a broken record. You want the helmet? You won't be happy until I give you the helmet? Fine. Here's the helmet. Mission accomplished. Job well done. Now go away. Can do. Alright, we got the helmet. We got it. We did it. Los Emos. I'm gonna go grab another soda while the animation loads. I'll be right back. Okay. Where was I? Platform. Just a door, okay. So I just had to find a way back to the apartments and all that stuff. Blasphemy. No, I played Final Fantasy VII all the way through my Voodoo 1. I think I mentioned it before, but the funny part is with the pre-rendered scenes, they actually ran too fast. There was no speed limiter. So when you get to like the a bike fight, when you're swinging a sword and everything, you just rode like super fast and the swords were just flinging around like crazy. It was pretty funny. Yeah. I really need to, at some point, experience Final Fantasy VII with the Yamaha XG. I got all the options, and for that, I'm playing it with Voodoo and everything. It feels like the ultimate way to play that game, and to revisit it. So, and I gotta remember where the heck it was. Yeah, Tenements area, right? Yep. It is really fun having a retro system, and I think if you're going to start or something, I'd probably, not asking for unsolicited advice here now, but in general, I feel like you don't have to get crazy, right, or super rare to begin with, because even a basic Windows XP system can give you so much enjoyment. Say like, you know, a Core 2 Duo, something like that, from that era, that's pretty easy and cheap to get a hold of. Can get you a lot of retro enjoyment. Like anything that's XP supported. I think Zoe's going to do a cameo here in a second. Yep. He's still kicking around. Almost like 17 now? Might be. Those that aren't aware that Zoe, our cat, down to say hi sometimes. He's old, but she gets a shot in her butt to make her more mobile every month, so like arthritis and stuff. She's very active and very mobile for her age. I think it was the lower area, right? Yeah. Again, it's like the ambition is undeniable here. Like how much is they're trying to do world building and stuff like that. So I think the biggest thing that takes me out a little bit is just the incredibly, like the very low-res textures, which of course was the era up to time, or that was just what it was. But yeah, exactly. I just feel like for getting into retro, an XP machine is the best bang for your buck, because the amount of stuff you can run on that is just insane. It was supported for so long. Exactly, and there's just open up so many options, and it's probably the easiest one to get as far as retro goes. Just grab any number of, excuse me, any number of, like, you know, old business systems or whatever. It was the highest floor, yep. But honestly, you know, if you're doing... There's so many good emulation options now, too. Especially if you want to emulate any random systems or whatever. So, not to be forgotten or ignored as well. But to just, like, get into retro... that's something I honestly... I have been wanting to make a video on for years. Like, to go to the surplus store, buy, you know, a mid-2000s machine or something, or find on, you know, next door, whatever it is. And, you know, if it supports Windows XP, you can have a fantastic time. There's a ton of stuff to support it on there. Where did that guy go? I got the helmet. Approved my commitment. First to go. We're also out. There he is. Alright, let's see what the volume is now here.
Alright, geezer. Stop fondling the Mistack and crack a gander at the goods.
Got a helmet.
Am I hired or what?
Data beefed up security since the Dianamo fiasco. Getting into the tunnels might be trouble.
We'll deal.
Here, take this and plug it in your ear. You'll understand every language from here to the Traeger anomaly.
Why?
Spiffy. Where'd you pull this baby from?
The Nox Guard helmet. Linguinators became standard
clever.
issue 2
Okay,
months
Cat, you gotta
ago.
pick a spot, though.
Really? How'd they communicate with the aliens before that?
They beat 'em up.
Well, where the hell do we go now?
Lead the way, hot pants.
Oh, I got a party member now. Evening Stu, welcome. Yeah, exactly. It's the thing. You can build like a machine like that and run emulators pretty... Just tap to switch characters. Any part member can be leader and interact with the world. They all have unique abilities. Cool. Okay. Not sure if the game froze now or not, but... Oh, tab. I see. What do you have? Yammer. Oh, we can just talk to people. Mystic tunnels are right down the street. Just make a left at the fork and follow the path down. Even Booch couldn't get lost, but good luck anyways. Oh, that looks pretty tunnel-like down here. You can chat them up. Must be given access to these tunnels. How can this dead character just stake his claim on a public property? You don't understand. Why don't you make me understand, officer? I'd love to, as soon as this guy gets out of hearing range. I'm Mepad Door Lord. Door Lord. Haha. Can allow you to pass this door. If I'd rather not see you eviscerated at just this moment. Provoking a Mepad Door Lord is not the answer here. We better fish up another way into the tunnels because this guy's not gonna budge. What about this Eddie character I've heard so much about? He's becoming a real underground figure in the bricks, judging by all the Eddie knows graffiti we see spread everywhere. Maybe he knows an alternate entrance to the Mystic Tunnels. Worth a try anyway. The worst can happen is that we get a good contact for future cases. But where to find Eddie? What Conrad, information specialist who met at the Fountain Overlook. He seems to know his stuff. Maybe he can point us to Eddie character. Just a thought or two. Alright, so... nice. It's just, there's something special about a good built XP machine. Or like, I will like any of the, you know, retro systems in general, but a good solid XP machine. Okay, Cat, really? It's something really, really cool. Back here. We're busy brutalizing someone here. Apparently. Fair enough. It's gonna go all the way back to find the Fountain Overlook place again. I believe I have to go up this elevator. Ah, yes, that's the all-eternal thing. My wife had a case she really liked, and I upgraded her machine one time. It's like, I really want to keep using that case. The airflow was just a pain in the butt. I had to get smaller fans and multiple extra ones, and yeah, it was gnarly to get that working properly. Fountain Spiral. Yeah, there's that. You kind of want to, you know, keep your stuff running longer, too, so... Yard is open now, so... Yeah, that's true. There are quite a few around now that does it, so... Fountain Spiral. That's where we're going. I think Zoe's just, like, sitting here, and she's just waiting to headbutt the microphone. Just every move she makes. For my modern piece, I actually ended up buying a Be Quiet case, because they happen to have one with dry bass in it, so I have an actual 525-inch, you know... drive in there with a DVD burner and everything. So, yes, that's the one. And hello, realize you were watching. It was a pain in the butt to get that case running. We still have it though. I've not gotten rid of it. So, platform area. No, I need to go here, right? I think so. It's the overlook. Yeah, overlook and grab path. So probably should build something retro in that to make that case stay alive. Oh, really? Trying to, like, just push the limits? Hello. Wow, we get some voice dialogue now.
Okay, so what's the scoop on this Eddie character?
Now, detective, you know the deal. First, you feed me information worth my while.
No.
Well, my neighbor's cat is sick.
Excuse me?
Yeah, blood in his vomit and everything.
Oh, that won't do, detective. Another try, please.
Well, there's always Doyle.
Doyle Doralimus, bouncer at Rowdy's. What about him?
Oh.
Rowdy's been lazy with the payroll. Doyle monkeys with the books, paying himself for extra days. He's been skimming for months.
Oh.
Now who's Eddie?
Eddie the True. Eddie, like myself, gathers information. Although not
was there
the
a
most
second ago.
reputable of callings, I realize, Eddie has elevated our lowly profession into nothing less than an art form. No fact is too small. No shred of data too insignificant. He follows each thread of
Yeah, I gotta
information.
look and see. I can't remember what that Be Quiet one is. I'll have to find a model number.
Emerges. Look around you. Eddie owns this place. He owns it in the most devious way possible. In his mind.
Okay.
Make no mistake, detective. Eddie knows.
Yeah, whatever. Where do I find this creep?
Loco Coldwolf.
Who? What?
Loco Coldwolf. A name. A man. Follow him. All paths lead back to Eddie. It was a pleasure, detective.
Likewise, Shoeshine. What's your secret?
You would be surprised how rarely people look up.
Ah. So we are like at a 90-degree angle, basically. I mean, to... Luck Cold Wolf can lead us to Eddie. Find him and follow him. Okay, Boots. I just ran a internet search on Lecca Coldwolf. He owns a pawn shop in the slums, and his last place of residence is 628 Barton Arms in the tenements. Be careful. Alright, well, to tenements we go. I think that's here, yeah. Really, the cat is just like, I am waiting to bump into the microphone. She just like keeps leaning towards it. I don't know what it is, but... You lean backwards? The whole airflow question is always a tricky thing, but... Like, I built the Steam PC, whatever I have running, which uses a case that is basically meshed all the way around, and it's such a small one. Small is a mid-sized case as far as you're concerned, Revenant, but it has the GPU is so low in it, it has just mesh everywhere. There's no intake for the GPU, so it almost segments the thing in half. So the GPU pulls cold air directly from outside the case with all the 3 fans it's got or whatever. And then there's, you know, flow through between the case and the PSU and the CPU fan. Tenements, I think, somewhere. I like that the other character is actually in the world. Oh, that's the elevator. And not just, like, disappears. I mean, I get it why in games you would do that, but it's still neat to see it actually happening, so. I bet we're going to go into the junkyard somewhere there. Loading, autosaving. It is pretty nice that it autosave. That's pretty good. Elevator. Tenement's lower area, maybe? Or is it upper area? I guess we'll find out. A lot of this seems to be... I know that the game spans multiple planets. You end up traveling and stuff like that, too. So, again, extremely ambitious game. And I don't know how they were able to greenlight this or actually work through it this way. Let's see. This is the flop house, so not there. Let's see what does it say. Art and Arms, an upper level. Okay, this is lower level, so we were up there. It's like, you can see, like, okay, we need to fully realize, like, a cyberpunk-ish city. And I mean, they did what they could with the engine and the memory they had available and everything. But again, this was released pretty late then. But they, from what I understand, it was pretty extreme crunch to, or not crunch, but they spent a lot of time just, you know, grinding through the end of this game to get it done. So huge, so... Art and Arms. Go into any of these. Is it down here? Oh, okay. What's going on here now? Cutscene. Probably in the right place then. Are we gonna fight?
There's the place. Don't follow him from too far a distance and lose him, but don't stick too close and get caught either.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I already gave that time minder a quick pet for good luck as we passed it, so we're ready to go. Don't let me down.
This is what I do best, Pops. Stay off my back, and I'll handle this lightly and politely.
Well, I'm controlling you, so we'll see what happens. Mind me. Oh. Gently walking around here. Hello. Doing anything here? Oh. Stop randomly. Hello. Oh, you're going back. Good thing he's got terrible eyesight, apparently. You don't know in games like this where the detection radius is, okay, I mean, it's telling you at least, but, you know, there's no, like, detection or level there. They're just like, you're within the range, right? He's not visibly seeing us. He's just as long as you're within the sphere or whatever. But still, you never know how detailed or good games are with that when you do following. And you tend to fail missions like that a couple times, it seems like. Autosave? But I could see getting, like, engrossed in a game like this back in the day. As it warns you, it's pretty easy to follow. Get to play detective a little bit. The most awkward thing about this whole game, I think, is definitely the mouse cursor situation, so. Alright, I'm coming. Hang on, hang on. He's walking pretty far. You put a tracking bug or something on him instead. Autosave? Like, is this better or worse on an escort quest? It's better than an escort quest, I guess, but... I think, what's the least favorite trope in video games for you guys? I would say the forced stealth section may be the worst thing I hate more than anything. I know in some games, like, I know, Sukai Right, and they changed it so that in Star Wars Outlaws that you played, there used to be an auto-fail when you fail the stealth section, but I think they changed it so that you can't... It's not an auto-fail. I just hate that stuff when I do forced stealth, so... Yeah, that part. It was funny, as a kid, I was terrified because I thought they were drowning. Not like the bombs would blow up, but I thought they were literally drowning, so I just, like, PTSD from that. Yeah, escort is always difficult. And if the game doesn't have a good, like, follow mechanic or something, I know, like, for example, Witcher 3, you can follow something and, like, keep pace and stuff like that. The ones that are, like, you're kind of almost rubber banding in the movement. Yeah, this was closed a second ago. Tour section. Now we're getting the animations the first time. And I think anything that basically takes you out of the character. Like, I remember playing Deus Ex Mankind Divided, or Human Revolution, and loving it. And it became like a known thing later on that, you know, you are focusing your character on hacking and stealth and stuff. And all of a sudden you're forced to do full combat with the boss. And, like, you had no skills to fight the boss. I ended up chucking grenades at him nonstop. And they patched that so it's easier to especially play the game with different skill sets in the director's cut. So that was something they were aware of. Exactly. I was playing Cyberpunk. Yeah, exactly. I originally played it through, or not through, I played it quite a bit as a hacker, like trying to stealth my way through, but then a second time playing through still now, I just made a katana crazy build or whatever, and it's actually liberating not to worry about the stealth stuff at all. I just literally run in, swing my katana until everything's dead, and I collect the loot. And being able to do that with just some minor negatives, like, you know, your fixer gets a little angry at you for not stealthing, but I'm like, yeah, but katana. And arm cannon, and that just takes care of the problem, so... Boy, this guy's walking really far, and the city has opened up even more now. I know, working on it. Hopefully we don't fail and have to, like, start over or something here now, because this has been a long walk. Cutscene. Oh.
Tuesday.
Very discreet there, Boots. Yeah, I remember the original hacking in that game was pretty ridiculous. You could just do all of it without ever being seen, but now they can trace you and stuff. But yeah, it's weird because it's almost like I can't... There's no hacking involved anymore because I just have the San Devis done.
I use Eddie to acquire sensitive information.
I just slash everything to pieces.
To find out if, say, their wife's cheating on them, or if their business partner's taking them for a ride, but Eddie's more discreet than a private dick, see, because he just happens to know things, you know? And the fact that I charge a personal go-between fee ain't nobody but nobody's business, so give me the briefcase back.
Not until you tell us where to find Eddie, you skunk.
Come on, you ain't gonna be that way. He lives in the junkyard.
That stinkhole?
Ask him whatever you want while you're there. It's no big deal. He's a pretty nice guy. Just make sure you take him something chewy.
Chewy?
Oh, Eddie's gonna
Yeah.
be like a psychic dog or something.
Chewing on stuff helps him concentrate. He can be a little, unfocused sometimes.
That's good. That's real good. Okay, well, we're gonna let you walk. But you watch who you're messing with next time.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah, it is. Like with ray tracing and stuff, when you're driving through, there's no other game, I think, that gives you, you know, such vibes. I think that's unmatched. To bring something chewy. Do I have something chewy? So where'd I find something? Oh. Stinky and chewy. They wouldn't give me workman's comp, so I've been out of work. Ain't even got me a change of clothes. The sock on my infected foot is all stinky and chewy. Oh, man. Savannah says, they limping around the tunnels near Fountain Spiral, begging for money. Oh, jeez, Louise. Now we've got to work our way back. A lot of, like, little fetch questy. Has been surprisingly little combat in this game so far. Yeah, I think that... Correct me, but if you play as the Nomad life path, I think you can tell Jackie to do some, like, fixings to his bike to make it faster, and then you get the tuned arc, because the first time I played it, I had the tuned arc, but now I'm playing it again with my Katana Street Rat build, and I don't have the tuned arc, and I can't, you know, so that apparently is the... What a ticket man is. Did you Sly? Class almighty, I haven't seen you in, what, 2-3 years? What you're doing is slumming in the bricks? Weren't you running your outfit out at Anachronox North? Guess you always did have a bad habit of sticking your nose down there. Here, didn't you? I'm surprised Dada never did a number on you after all the trouble you gave him back in the day. I've been working out at Cortica mostly. I'm down here heading a PAX investigation. Don't wince at me, Bob. I was already working in this case on my own when PAX came along and offered to foot the bill. You wouldn't have run screaming either. Job's a job, right? Yeah, don't quote me on that, but as far as I understand, that's the difference, is because I don't have the tuned arc now. But in my first run, I did, and I believe the Nomad, life path can give him a few tips and pointers during some part in the prologue or whatever to fix up the car or the bike to make it faster, so. Fountain Spiral, that's what we need to yeah, I glad they did that because like I mentioned, like I played that game and I did the hacking, the stealthing, like it almost felt like you should, right? And I really enjoyed it. Like the world, the setting, the vibes, I loved it. I'm sneaking everywhere, hacking everything, going through tunnel or, you know, vents and everything, and I get to that boss and he's like, what? I can't even shoot straight. So I literally sat behind cover and just chucked every grenade I had at him, I think. And I mean, I beat the game. Let's see, Fountain Spiral, okay. I did beat the game in its original incarnation without the changes later in Director's Cut, which I think that they added quite a bit of stuff to make it viable, all the different, like, choices you might have made in the game. You were now allowed to find a way to beat it in true Deus Ex fashion, so... Yeah, and I find it, I have revisited, I actually played a little bit on the Wii U, because that was a game that was on the frickin' Wii U, and you can use the Wii U gamepad for it, and for the hacking minigames, that was actually pretty fun, but, let's see, Junkyard, Fountain Spiral. Is there signs? How much, we got quite a bit of cash now. Now, what I really need to do, and I have Mankind Divided in my library. I bought it years ago when it was cheap. It's been cheap for a long time. And it was on sale for like $5. Bought it or whatever, played a little bit, and then stopped it. I really need to sit down and play it again, because I do love the cyberpunk setting. I do love Adam Jensen and everything that comes with it. But from what I understand, that game almost had its entire third ending lopped off. the plan for DLC, but the game sold so poorly, they never finished it. So the game apparently ends very abruptly. Like, there's no, like, tying everything off. They're like, okay, it's done, and then you think it's going to continue, and that's credits roll. So I almost, like, don't want that disappointment somehow. Feels, like, bad to say that, but I think also the game plays pretty well on the Steam Deck, so I might just play it there, maybe. See, I do want to play it, but just kind of avoid it for that reason, I guess. Where's the freaking overlook? Found a spiral. But I remember, I think it's just, it's hard to, when you're playing a certain game in a certain time in your life, and it just kind of clicks, and you just enjoy the heck out of it, it's hard to go back because you may not have that time in your life again. So I remember playing that game after work every day, and just like, I just played it every night, and like, I just like played it until I beat it. And there's not many games I do that with, and I got completely hooked by the aesthetic, the vibes, and everything. I actually played it on a Radeon 6850, ended up buying a second 6850 and I play that in Crossfire. I don't want to rebuild that machine. I have both cards now again, the 6850s. It'll be fun to do that again. And that's how I play that. Okay, where's this guy? Hanging around here somewhere. You know. Waiting for my wife. Yeah, I'm amazed that the machine I used it with survived without any like heating problems or anything like that. It's just, it ran well, but I had it in the basement due to my help. But I think they said he's on the fountains near Fountain Spiral. Could be down the hallway here too. Check. Nice. Yeah, I should do it. I don't know why. Just like, in the back of my mind, I keep putting it off for that reason, but I really shouldn't. Probably not here, because we're all well away from Fountain Spiral now, but maybe. Zordos. Photographer. Not here. It's got to be closer to the thing. And I know that, so it's interesting, is Elias Tafo, whatever, who's the voice actor for Adam Jensen, he's done quite a bit of other things too. Like he plays Sam in Starfield most recently in a video game here now. And so, let's see, it was Embracer Group bought the license, so they bought that from Eidos, right? The Montreal North or whatever, or Eidos Montreal, whatever that studio. And they were in the works to release a new Deus Ex that was in production, but then when their huge, like, multi-billion-dollar deal that they were banking on fell through, they had to shut down a lot of stuff, and that's what happened. Embracer Group shut down so many studios and so many games. That was on the chopping block. Recently, and this is maybe helping a lot of copium, recently Embracer said they want to spin off some of those series to third-party developers so that they can revitalize them, right? Because they may not have the investment to do it, but the other studios can take a whack at it, right? And someone, I think, tweeted at Elias Defoe, like, hey, you should work on this. And he said, in progress, or whatever. Because he is desperate to finish that series. He wants to do a third game in it. Because that's, you know, his main character, so he probably gets a good paycheck from it, but he's very passionate about it. So, fingers crossed that he can lobby and find the right people in the industry to make a third Deus Ex and finish out Adam Jensen's story. We'll see. Because on one hand, that's extreme copium. On the other hand, it would be awesome for it to happen. But also, you know that probably a game like that, probably even through all that stuff, may not sell that well. That's just the nature of the beast, right? So, but fingers crossed. Look around the fountain here. Oh, this guy probably. Oh, notice this the guy that... It's just here. Up there. Exactly, yeah. And, you know, I don't know. It's hard because the art style is so strong in the Deus Ex universe like that. But you can also look at, like, they made the Prey, right, which is like a System Shock 3 for all intents and purposes. Very similar in like its in sim world or immersive sim game. And it's hard. Those games never really do that well, unfortunately. As sad as it is. I mean, I wish they did better, but it's not what people mostly want. Hang around here somewhere. Nice 59 70s, man. Those are beefy cards, yeah. And it's like I remember, and maybe someone else had a better experience, but running Crossfire, I feel like, you know, it worked on some titles, and it was like, cool, this is really awesome. And many times it was like I had to turn off one card because the game just didn't like it, so. Not here. Warren Spector. Yeah, the first one. And Warren Spector is a genius game designer, right? But he was not behind Human Revolution, to my knowledge. Eidos Montreal that picked up that one. That's just Wabjack, okay. Yeah, because Warren Spector has quite a few games under his belt, and he's a very clever designer. I think that what happened was that John Romero, when he put together Ion Storm, you know, he had basically, like, unlimited funds, and he was the coolest kid on the block at the time, right? Coming off Doom and Quake and all that. And he put together Rockstar Studio, and I think he basically was able to put money... Yeah, exactly. Like, here, Warren, come work for me, and you can make the game of your dreams. And that ended up being Deus Ex, right? That's all he wanted to make, so... Steve said... There's a limping guy in the tunnels near Fountain Spiral with a real stinky sock. Might even be chewy. Limping guy in the tunnels near... That's the thing, is like you can have passion and all the drive and everything. Sooner or later, someone's got to, you know, pay for it in the first place. So game development is expensive. You look at what it costs now anymore. I think that's why Sony's pulling back the rug and deciding to only release their single-player games on the PS5, right? Because they want to contain the cost, I guess, or I don't know, make it more exclusive, whatever. But game development is ridiculously expensive now because, you know, devs cost money, and you develop a game for multiple years, and all of a sudden you're paying a throng of workers for quite a while, and it adds up fast, so. Check around here, too. The place I came from. Look at the God rays there. So not that guy. Oh, went to this guy. Yeah.
Hey, can we pull you aside for a second?
Yep.
Hi.
Hi?
Hi! Yeah, this is gonna sound funny.
Peculiar, really.
But we heard
Through the grapevine.
that you had an unusual
Condition.
accident that left you
Unusual.
with one leg. And we were wondering if
By any chance?
you might give us
Loan us.
Loan us, yeah. Your sock.
Sock.
Your sock.
That's actually pretty funny. The writing is pretty good. Oh, God. That's pretty funny, actually. That's really good, like, character movement and stuff. That's fantastic. Now we need to get to the junkyard. This very much has that, I mean, I don't know, Han Solo, original Star Wars, like, kind of glimmer in your eye kind of feel to it, whatever. It's actually pretty cool writing, so. It is limited a little bit by the technology. It's what it is, you know. It is what it is, but the fact they're able to put as much character and feeling into this is pretty awesome. So speaking of the Deus Ex, again, hopefully trilogy, the modern trilogy then, even though that Human Revolution came out in 2012, I think, right? 2011, 2012, so it's got a few years on it now. What are some other series or games that you feel are unfinished that they haven't? I'm trying to think of other ones that I would like to see finished or picked up again. Because there's many games that, you know, either have one game and they never, nothing else comes of it, or they have to cut short. I'm trying to think of other ones. But that's probably the top of the list there for me, at least, is to, even though I haven't played the second game, it's for them to finish the, oh yeah, true. Jedi Academy would be great. I guess we did get Outcast and then Academy, and I guess we got the new Jedi games, and they've been very successful, so I think, unfortunately, it's all going to be through that lens now, right? Versus the Jedi Academy 1. I forgot where the junkyard is. There we go, junkyard area. But a Jedi Academy, I think, was really ahead of its time. I know we streamed that before, but, like, what they tried to do is, like, it's really genius. Like, you're, you know, Padawan going through. Of course, you become the chosen one, as everything else is in these games. But the fact that you had that kind of almost behind the scene of the Jedi Order and stuff, I thought it was really cool. You know, I loved Outcast as well. Right, getting closer to junkyard, right? Yep, it's right down here. All right, making progress now. It's funny, we haven't been in combat in forever, and it's odd. Like, there's so much of the RPGs kind of running around, so... No, not when the Jedi Future Trilogy here now has been printing money. I think that, from what I understand, Fallen Order and Survivor sold very well. You know, the third game, I'm sure, will be likewise as popular. It's a real bummer. I wanted to play it on PC, but I know that there's performance problems in Survivor. I played Fallen Order all the way through on PC, and I'm buying it on Xbox cheap because I wanted to play Survivor, and I got a ways into it, but it really bums me out because I do want to play it on PC just for the better performance and everything, but from what I understand, it's still not fixed, and I don't think the game will ever be fixed, which is a real bummer. It deserves better. We have to fight? Oh, alright, combat. One guy. Alright. So let's shoot you. Zap. Well, that's right, we have easy combat, that's probably why. Ugh. It's alright, though. We're not playing this for the combat difficulty. Okay. $29. You beat up a guy and robbed him. All right. You win. Take that, random dude. Random places here now. Go left first. Who knows? Ooh, what's this here? What do we find? Pre-owned shield cell. All right, that's what we wanted. Equip that, right? Nice. You don't have that. You have a staff. Bracelet. What does this do? Increase your speed. All right. Nice. All right. Well, I didn't realize we had that, so probably stole. Oh, that's right. Oh, 3 dudes. There we go. Now we're getting into combat stuff here. All right. Well, we can probably knock out one guy. Just a gun. What's this guy? Oh. Ow, ow. No, thank you. Kablooey. Oh, it didn't take that much. Okay, so yeah, easy combat difficulty makes it pretty nice. So you have a... So what do you have for battle skills? Yammer. What does that do? Let's find out. Oh. He blabbers his ears off to stun him. That's pretty fantastic. Wow. Yep, he's stunned. He just blabbed his ears off. That's got a great humor to it. Wow, surprisingly agile there. Pretty hard, too. It's pretty funny, actually, the extended warranty thing. In Starfield, you run into a lot of spaceships and everything, and there's one random encounter that comes and like, we're trying to reach you for about your ship's extended warranty. And they keep finding you, too. More fights. Ooh, little guy, too. Okay. If I get a combat move here, let's, throw that thing on there. Dynamite. Nice. Oh, stop throwing those things. Freaking burning damage. Don't like it. No, sir. It does remind me several times of one game we do really need to stream at some point, which I definitely would like to make a series, and that's Knights of the Old Republic. I have played that game and started it many, many times, and I never get that far. I think one time I got all the way to the point where I was on the plan to work with the Jedi or whatever, as far as I got. But I know that game has been, like, I love BioWare, and I have heard that game is just through and through, like, amazing. The story and everything, and I know the big beats on the story, but I do really want to play that fully through at some point. Well, I'm assuming I'm going the right way, considering the path just keeps going, so that's probably... Yeah, I don't know what's going to make me finish it. Maybe I should install it on deck and play it there. That might be... Even though it's more mouse control or whatever, so... I can cue the commands here. Oh, he's too far away! Well, I can still throw that at him, so... Not a remaster, I think it's a new entry in the series, right? It's not like a... well, no, you're right, there's two. There was a remaster in the works, and it's been going back and forth forever. I'm not sure if it's actually still in development, or if it got into development hell, as it were. But then there's a new one from Casey Hudson, right? And that one was, like, announced at the Game Awards, but it's so far out. It was a little premature to announce it, I think, but they just wanted to get the hype going and probably investors to put money in it. But yeah, I think there was been a remaster in work on and off forever, so... Oh. Nice. Yeah, there was a lot of mods for that. I know there was quite a few that probably added more, like, realistic lightsaber damage and stuff like that, and... a good game. I had a lot of fun. So, for a while, before I work in IT now, but originally my college direction was game programming. I went to a game programming school, and I ended up dropping out because it was just too much math. It was not my calling. It sounded great on paper. But what we did do was, after school day was done, we would often stay behind and just LAN play. And we played Serious Sam, we played Jedi Academy multiplayer, and I mean, we had just a blast there. So we would stay late at that school or whatever. They let us use the computers after hours, and that was amazing. Because then, you know, a whole bunch of us stayed behind and just played these games. Some of the most fun I've had playing multiplayer or LAN party, stuff like that, was... You know, we had 4 of us playing Serious Sam 2, I think, together, and we were just dying laughing because it's so much fun. Whoa, hi. A lot of dudes here now. There, we'll queue up 2 commands there and blow 2 people away. So yeah, combat's been trivial, and that's alright. Maybe we could set it normal if we wanted to, but... That's alright, I don't mind having it easy. Okay, so he's moving closer, so now we can probably whack him. That's alright, we'll just blast him. Blast him! Hey, did he just dodge? What a freaking jerk. Hit him with the staff. Hey, morning, Marco. Thanks for joining. It's early over there in EU land. It's good. We are finally getting some combat here now, but it's nice to see you on the stream. I know the time difference makes it very difficult, but it's cool to have you on here. Let's see, can I... That's right, I can use... What did we say? It was inventory. Heal grease. Okay, I've already healed him. Okay, he's good. Okay, so that was a little bit of combat there. Look at this character model here. Ooh, what's up that up there? Grab that? Yeah. Seems interesting. Yeah, I assume another character. What do I feel like we're gonna get another character now with whatever we're running into? Be like some space dog or something. I feel like we need a third party member, right? Yeah, I've said it over and over that everyone's been watching now is probably sick of hearing it, but just the ambition here in this game is just off the charts for what the game engine can do and what the capabilities of it are. The fact that they put in an RPG of this kind of caliber, it's... Oh, look, here's the taco. I think we decided, what is that called? Right, it's a totally arbitrary collectible object. Thank you for that. Sure, if you can turn into tacos later, but it's also pretty clever. That's true. I don't know. Never heard that one before. I've never seen it. Fine. Oh, his speed is high, so he can attack early. Blast him. Whack him. So yeah, combat is not difficult at the moment, but I don't mind. It's nice, even back then, that you had the option in a game like this where you just want to play through and enjoy it, and you're not too worried about the story, or not story, but the combat difficulty, right? Just think about it. If you make a game like this, and it has dozens of hours of story and interconnected stuff, and like all the stuff you've written and designed, the last thing you want to do is let people bounce off because the game's difficult. So I like the fact that they add options like this, and that's why I enjoy a lot of modern games that put in an easy or story mode, whatever, because like, you respect my time. This guy looks promising here. Offering, very nice, very nice. Whoop. Only one may enter. Maintain distance. Make not sudden movements suspicious of anything. We split you from your life. Understand? Okay. So what's this going to be about here now? Let's see. Never believe the offering I brought Eddie. You're sitting down? You're not going to believe this. Ready? A piece of string. Look at the way tiny fibers intertwine. Look at how taut and strong it is. How true is that? Kidding? Oh, so the Baldur's Gate, like, re-release versions, the 1 and 2, have a easier difficulty? Really? Heck, I might speed that up in that case, because I've been wanting to kind of... Thought to myself, so I played Baldur's Gate 1. Me and a friend almost after school in high school. We played Baldur's Gate kind of together, almost like a party. And the min-maxing and, like, minuscule, like, decisions we made in that game. And I remember it's just so much like management. That it turns me off a little bit, because I do remember having a lot of fun, but it was so, like, combat, it was so picky, right? You had to really nail it. And if there's an easier difficulty now added, that's amazing, so... That guy's piece of string, wow. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that very soon here and play that on the Steam Deck, maybe. So, actually, I'll probably stream next week, but after that, it will be gone for at least 2 weeks. I'm actually going back to Sweden for a while, with a couple of my kids. So I'll be offline for a while there. But I need something to play on the plane and stuff, and I know Baldur's Gate 1 is not a heavy game to run. That might be a good one to play, quote-unquote, offline without Wi-Fi, so... Someone brought floss? I have to check that out, then. Thanks for the tip. I'm here for Eddie, man. I'm here for the sign he gives. I assume you just use the trackpad then to control everything, like a mouse. The writing here is actually fantastic so far. Just knows facts. Yeah, I'm fingers crossed, because right now in my hometown, it's been about, like, low 60 to 70 at most right now. So I'm hoping that holds, because there's something to be said for the Swedish summer. When the weather is perfect, it is just fantastic. I did do that with, I started playing Pillars of Eternity as well, and it's not a game that I bounced off a couple times, but I did start playing that on the deck the same way, and that's the game I really want to play through, first and the second one, but they're just like massive games. But I think I just need to play that again, start over, and set it to lowest difficulty, and just kind of enjoy my time, because like, I don't need combat difficulty right now. Like, some games are balanced, and that's fine, but I just don't have, you know, it's not a matter of, like, I don't have time to do anything. Playing games, right? It's a time spender, but I want to sit down and enjoy my time when it happens, which is why the Crimson Desert now on easy mode is just so much fun. Too many games. Like I said on Blue Sky, it's like, oh, I don't have enough to do, so let's jam in a gargantuan open world game. Just a little feral kid, basically. You.
Gnash them snappers, kid. I got a sock that eats like a meal.
Outstanding.
Most excellent.
This putrid, unwashed, pus-soaked, blood-crusty sock was fermenting around a gangrenous stump of a foot for 8.5 months. This is the chewiest, smelliest sock you'll ever have the luck to nosh on, and you're just a short Q&A away from sucking this baby dry.
Yeah.
Sir, we're all impressed by the sock, but there are rules here, procedures.
Wait your turn.
Hey, behind the yellow line. You hear me? Get your butt back there. You can't just barge in without a number, sir. You have to wait outside.
No. Let him ask.
It's like psychic.
Let him
I'm trying to sneak into the Mistec tunnels, but someone's bolted a mephidine doorboard to the entrance. Happen to know an easy way around it?
You went to like this crazy oracle just for that.
You must give Eddie the sock before he will answer.
What? Forget it then.
Eddie's mind is overpopulated with information. Chewing helps him focus. It allows him to sort through the overwhelming data in his brain and pinpoint specific strands of thought. It's the only way
Gnarly.
he can concentrate.
Sounds like a scam to
Well,
me.
the textures don't
Thanks
sell
anyway.
it, but
Fatima.
What did you say?
Fatima. Who's Fatima?
How do you know about...
Fatima. Much pain. Much
full
pain.
Total Recall vibes here now.
Eddie's gift is strong.
Oh. Just literally ate it. Okay.
Dorlard has secret about brother. Very secret. Incriminating.
You found dirt on his brother, huh? So you suggest blackmailing my way into the caves?
It'll be a long run back.
Blackmail, unnecessary secret, unnecessary knowledge of brother is enough.
Well, I guess, if you say so.
Trust in Eddie. He will not misguide you.
Okay, people, okay. Can we wrap this up, please? Eddie's got a lot of subjects left to see today, and we're way behind schedule.
Hey, quit pushing, Punky. I'm history. Thanks for the help, Eddie. Don't go change it.
No respect for pageantry. Next!
Yeah, they I will say they really did well with the character. Just ask the guard about, you know. Okay. Can I fast travel or anything? I just literally just gotta run back now. Or shortcut out of here? No. I'll put it back here, I guess, so. Now there's no combat. It should be pretty quick to run back, I guess, but... I mean, I feel like some of the dialogue and interactions are movie-worthy. Maybe I'm overhyping it a little too much there, but just the, I don't know. The funniness of the characters and the layered dialogue is pretty funny. My kind of humor, anyway. So if you can look past kind of the Quake 2 trappings, it's quite a game here. That's part of the charm, I don't know. But yeah, I'm Nice, everyone's getting some vacation time around, so nice to get away a little bit. I'm hoping to, you know, I'm never technically off call, if you will. I work in IT, so that's just the name of the game, but my coworkers definitely try and cover for me and everything, so it'd be nice to just be away a little bit, see family and stuff. I don't think I ever went down here. Go. Eddie knows. Okay. If I'm going the wrong... Like this is the place that's later. Boy, how this tunnel goes for a long way. Jeez, okay, maybe I shouldn't go down here yet. Seems like it's a later area. Yeah, let's not do that yet. That's a pretty dang large game, and it's just like I think I had some memory or knowledge of it back in the day. And the lava yet. I know there's a lava planet later, but compared to save here too. Like, I did not realize, I think, back then how large this game was. But if you look now at how long to beat and stuff, I mean, people are saying, like, you know, 40 to 50 hours just to play through this. And that's, again, that's a lot of game for your money, especially back then. And looking to the PC especially, like you mentioned earlier, I mean, that is a game you'd expect, like, on PS2 or something like that. But as wild as was not ported, but I'm not sure how well it would port. So now, where do we have to go to... I forgot where the heck the Mystic Tunnels were. What area they were in. Not in the tenements area, right? Course. Yeah, I think they were in that area because we came... yes, sorry, you missed... there were a couple... we did there in the junkyard. There was a couple battles. Whoa, I'll teleport in there. But I think the vast majority of time we spent so far in the game has been running around and doing, like, basically, like, dialogue fetch quests and stuff like that. There's been some combat, but not that much. And I imagine we'll get some more later, maybe, but it definitely doesn't seem like I have a huge focus on the combat, at least yet. Maybe there's more later, but... I think we have to go to the tours place, and I get this fairly close. Tours. It's totally turn-based, so if you didn't see it earlier, it's completely like, you know, grid-based, tactical turn-based and all that, so... Only 10 murders this month. The new low. I think it was up here. No? Let's go. Oh my. Okay, I guess I don't know where this elevator goes, but we're riding it now. Oh! Well. Well, we're supposed to do this. Anything here, or does this kind of come later? Stumble into an area we're going to mess with later. It's hard to know which items are or that you can interact with, and I know this spins a little bit. That's pretty much the only indication you get, so it doesn't stand out in like many other games do. So not there. Go this way then. That's where we follow that dude. I thought the tunnels were here somewhere. I don't know where this goes now. Maybe this is just a restaurant place. We saw the guy in... Yep, so never mind, not here. Back down we go. I don't know if there's a map in this game. I don't think so, but... They certainly never told me about it. Little droid. I'm Betsy. Now, from what you guys have seen so far, for those that are still here, is this a game you'd like to see me continue streaming on and off? Maybe not like all the way through right away, but a game that might be interesting to see again. Was it 3? Down, up and down. Exactly, that's the thing. I want to see what happens now with the story. Low elevator. And that's the thing. I'm not sure. Sorry for the delay. I don't know if we will like play it every single week or anything, but it might be interesting to continue the playthrough to see if we can get a little further. Yeah, I just don't remember where the heck the Mystic tunnels are. It's not through here. This is the tours. I thought we went down somewhere. Was it in the... Yeah, people are invested in the story now. So yeah, we'll continue that at some point. It's an interesting game on many levels, honestly. Between the technology and everything they're putting into it, and story and all that stuff, so... And, I mean, I will say it, I've probably been talking about it several times now, but I find the writing quite witty and funny. I'm a big fan of, like funny cinematography, like looking at the camera behind the guy, having the two characters just kind of back and forth about the sock, and then him just handing it. I don't know. That framing, I think, is hysterical. Okay, I think down here, maybe? Let's just go back to the platform area. So lost. Yeah, this just goes to the platform area, but I don't know that... Where was the tunnels? Mystic tunnels. I don't remember what area of the game they were in, even. I remember we went down like a platform and the guy was standing right there, but I don't remember what section of the game they were in. That's tours. On a spiral in tenements area. It wasn't in tenements, right? Yeah, but I'll be calling it there sooner if we can't find it, but yeah, we're gonna call here anyway, but don't remember. If anyone remembers where those tunnels were. Let's see. Junkyard, tenements, Frank Flophouse, Gallus. Not around the fountain, I don't think, so... Can't remember. It wasn't that long ago now. Yeah, it is interesting how few... Like, normally it feels like in RPGs like this, or if you ignore, like, the Western influence here, especially JRPGs or HNA RPGs, they often have, like, you know, big, like, town section in the beginning, whatever, you're learning all the ropes, then they often send you out into, like, a, you know, light combat area, and we had that junkyard, but the combat there was pretty quick, so... What was this down here? Envelope with $50 in it. Alright. That's still an RPG. We're just looting our way through here, so... So that's a junkyard, so that's not where we need to go. That's the tenements area. Was it through tenements? Can't be, right? Flophouse? Just I can't place it in my mind where it was. I think it was back here, but check. That's a lot of autosaving, so that's nice. This is down where we followed the guy, so... I think... This is the upper area, that's where he was, but... Yeah, Barton Arms. We go in there? No. We found something, though. And it is heel grease. The, I will say the music here is not terrific, and it might be better later on, but just this kind of like Malay, sad music is not helping the atmosphere. I mean, maybe that's what their intent is, obviously, but it is a little, not super exciting, I suppose. We may just end up calling it there. I have to look up where the heck that Mystic Tunnels are for next time we play this, because I'm not sure where to go now. Out the spiral platform area. I know that, but find a save dude. Well, I think we can save anytime we want, actually. Settings we have. Save units, yeah. Let's just save anytime. Yeah, I'll probably look up where that was and run around in circles. It might be better to step away and not get stuck in there again, but... yeah, I'm getting invested now in this game. It's, I kind of kicking myself letting it slip through back then, but it's not the type of game I was interested in. I was playing a lot of RTS around this time period, and I got into MMOs. So I think it just, you know, I wasn't interested in a huge RPG at the time. And honestly, every time I looked at previews or in magazines or played demo, it never struck me as like a quote-unquote standard RPG. I always thought it was more of like an action something. I don't know what I was placing it as, and maybe that didn't do any service when its sales success or lack thereof, that it was not portrayed very well. So the game was like, you know, look at the box. Welcome to Anachronox. Explore worlds, fight battles, solve mysteries, live through an epic adventure. Trek across 6 bizarre planets. It doesn't really immerse yourself in amazing turn-based real-time battles, so there's only that, but all this plus mind-blowing cinematics and a heavy dose of gut-busting humor. There you go. Iron Nap, welcome. This is what we're calling it here, but I'm not sure if the version on Steam supports any high resolution, well, probably high resolutions, but any increased textures and everything. But hey, it might be handy to buy it for $1. I never know if they're going to delist it, right, or take it off sale. I know it's on GOG as well, so I make that up what you will, but yeah. There's a lot of characters we haven't met and ran into with everything. The thing on the inside here talks about all the different characters that you can recruit. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, more to come there. But yeah, let's play that again. That was really interesting, and I think that it strings you along enough. I want to see where this is going at this point. Maybe the individual like interactions they're doing as you run around is, you know, a little sluggish, but at the same time, and see what they're going for. And again, very ambitious game. I said it 100 times tonight now, so. All right, yeah, thanks for stopping by, Andy. That was awesome. Glad you were able to join in here. So, yeah, GOG is probably going sale again, I imagine, at some point. So, that's a good question. I was wondering we'll play this again. I think that often when we're streaming, I just kind of wing it. We'll see. I did pick up a new computer today, which was that UMax Power Mac or Super Mac. Power Mac, so I'm curious on messing around with that one, so we might stream that one next week. We'll see. I might change our mind, or just go right back to this game. I don't know. It's just, that's the thing. I always kind of wing it, unless I have something specific in mind. But I would like to do more where we play one game further and see, because we always play the beginning, right? In this game here, we barely scratched the surface. This is a long RPG, and we did it in a couple hours. So I want to see where things progress. One out of one I really want to do, and I know we did one time a few years ago. We played Crusade No Remorse, and I really want to make that a streaming series where we play through that, and Crusade No Regret. So that means we may have another streaming episode where we play the beginning of the Crusade No Remorse again and make it a series. So, it's my channel, I can do whatever the heck I want, I guess. But I love that game, and I want to play through it again, and the stream is a good chance to do that kind of thing, so. This is a C600. So it's the 603E240 C600 UMAX. So yeah, I just picked it up today. You can look it up, pictures on Discord, but I'm curious to mess around with it. And it will slot in very nicely into the streaming rig here for streaming Mac games versus dragging my regular Mac over here. So anyway, getting into tangents. But anyway, I appreciate everyone hanging out. This is an interesting game, and we'll continue delving into it and see where we end up with Sly Boots and his misadventures, as it were. And his trusty follower, I already forgot his name, so... yeah, I think so. Probably keep it as a power PC, as it is. We'll see, because I have a G4 if I need, you know, high performance, but... Anyway, thanks so much, everyone, for hanging out. Andy, nice to see you on stream. I know time doesn't always work, but it's fun to do that. I will hopefully see you guys next week. If else, I'll catch you on Blue Sky, Discord, all the typical stuff, so... Alright, have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Just a button. Right, good night, everyone.